Mhm, mhm.
Is that the one? Did that do it? It absolutely did. You know, it's funny because I was going to say no intro is the intro, but there's no truer way to start off a low budget LCS stream than just a little bit of technical difficulties. My name's LaChance. I'm back here with Vega. What's up, man?
How
How you
are
doing?
you? I'm good. As we were saying before, my legs are tired. I did squats today, and I have
Yes.
raised my desk up to stand because I like casting standing. I don't know why. It just feels natural.
Yeah,
And
that's
now I'm regretting doing squats because my legs are
dude. So is it? I mean, are you like shifting your weight from leg to leg as you're standing? What's it like standing for 2, sometimes 3 hours?
Um, it's
Wait,
okay. I work primarily at home, so I sit down most of the day. So this is my
gotcha.
standing time. This is my besides walking to the kitchen, this is my standing time.
Super, super reasonable. I'm going to see. Let's see. In the last seconds, I always realize that there's like one thing I didn't do. And that thing is to figure out who's gonna invite us to the game.
Well, that is important.
Um, let's see. Vega, this is such a long shot. Have you ever heard of a game called Wakfu?
Walk-fu?
Wakfu.
I don't think so. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
There's some nice lo-fi music in the background. They can. Oh, beautiful. This is the invite. Ooh, it says the game lobby's full. Okay, they fixed it. They fixed
Yay!
it. All right, inviting you.
Beautiful. Oh, lobby is full.
The person jumped back up. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it.
We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Perfect.
I'm in here.
Also, people at home, thank you so much for joining us. Less Force, Walkthrough looks like it's banger. Oh, sorry. All right, guys. So fucking, 13-year-old LaChance fucking got super into this game, and now, almost 20 years later, some friends of mine have joined me, and we're going back and we're playing this game. It's a French MMORPG. It's so fucking
I'm looking
cool.
at this. Yeah.
Dude, the class.
I've just clicked classes.
Dude,
on the site.
classes are fucking awesome. They're so creative. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. I don't know how to pronounce your names. Soex? Yes, 100%. Yes, it's pretty good. I certainly have a lot of nostalgia for it, as one does when they play a game a whole bunch as a kid. But I dig it. It's got that sort of like turn-based tile D&D esque almost combat, and there's just so much in this game, and it's cute and creative. And there's a very cool political system to the game. So, like, there's countries in the game that are run by players, and there's a governor and a vice governor and someone in charge of... It's European. So, of course, there's this big emphasis on the environment and taking care of the environment. So you have a political role for taking care of the environment and the ecosystem and making sure that trees are planted and that mobs are seeded. It's fucking...
Wait,
sick.
that's awesome.
And it's fucking free, too. You can pay for a membership, but it's not pay to win at all. It's a blast. It's a blast. It's a good time. We've got... What was, Vig, do you have any games that you remember that you played when you were a young child that hold weight in your heart?
I mean, I'm a huge Chrono Trigger fan. That's my favorite game of all time.
Nice. Very cool.
But I went through the weird. I don't know when I shifted from like story games to competitive games. Just never looked back. But I played a lot of Habba Hotel during my young tweens. Yeah.
Now, what's that?
It's probably how do I explain? It's just a hotel. You're in a hotel with a bunch of people. You can make your own room. You can. It has like microtransactions for furniture, or you can earn it in the game. It's purely like social based.
Really?
Looking back on it, I don't understand. I mean, I was like 10. I don't know. Oh, they're remaking the draft. Okay, I was really confused.
They're remaking. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that. But you know, I was a Final Fantasy kid. I liked Chrono Trigger, and I actually got Chrono Trigger originally because I really liked Dragon Ball Z when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom saw it and was like, "Oh my gosh, this cover looks like Dragon Ball Z. He'll like this." And it is the same artist. So yeah, Kid Me was like, "This is awesome."
That's incredible. I did not know that it was the same artist. I never played it because I never had any consoles. It was a console thing, right? Am I crazy about that?
Yeah. It's PlayStation.
It was PlayStation. Okay, so we never had any consoles. And I'm probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I've probably got my walkthrough timing wrong. I must have been older than I thought I was. I must have been 16, 17. Because I
did that with a lot of games.
Yeah. It was a while ago. Because I had to have had a laptop. But I've never played Chrono Trigger, but I've only heard the best possible things about it. And the art does look fucking...
It's awesome. I mean, Kid Me was like, it's like an anime game. This is so cool. We do have draft happening.
Oh, excellent.
It has started. I think they sent a second draft link.
They sent a second draft link. Excellent. Get that working.
Pretty standard bands so far.
Sure.
Silent Assassins takes out the Pantheon, the Shin, the Jarvan. All good. Pantheon, a target ban. Actually, SHSU White has had that banned against them in all but one game. So someone's a really good Pantheon player. And they're going to remove the Aurelion Soul, the Viego, and the Jinx. A lot of scaling. Viego, super active jungler, nobody likes playing against. So yeah, pretty standard bans across the board here.
Easy peasy. Sorry, I'm also sending messages about walkthrough in the chat.
You're fine. I'll keep talking. I did do a little bit of prep on this. Because I'm excited about this matchup. Because both top laners don't play standard tanks. They're both very much like the Kinnons, the Darius, the Aurelias, Gangplanks, the Lowies, Urgots, all like fun, they're going to fight in top lane champions.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and the jungle pools are almost mirrored. They love engaged champions. Both supports love engaged champions, which means we're going to get a lot of fighting, which is great. Jesse picking Sivir here. The Mumu locked in for Silent Assassins. Mumu has been a flex for them in jungle and support. So always really nice, and you steal that away from SHSU White, who really likes that pick. The Blitzcrank. Super fun. Someone in chat said Illinois makes them cry. Is that Malawi or Illinois?
It's a good question. Illinois, the state? Possible.
I'm only calling Malawi Illinois for now.
Fuck yeah, that's great. Illinois is a wild. Why is Illinois called Illinois? What does Illinois weird state. Mean?
What is that? What does that mean?
It's a lot of I's and L's. All right, let's look up the history of Illinois.
Yes, please. I need to know, actually.
Background, absolutely.
Because most I kind of understand or see. Well, I know Milwaukee only because of Wayne's World, where they explain that it's Milwaukee, which is Native American for the good land.
Oh, interesting.
And I'll learn that in Wayne's World. So, it's good to watch Wayne's World every now and then, guys. You get a little nugget.
Here's the thing. That's a very poignant fact to drop because similarly, Illinois has Native American roots as Illy is the Native American word for men or warriors. And then the French just slapped oi on the back of it.
Oi! As the French will do.
Presumably named from the fact that the land lying along the Ohio River that was... Oh, no, that sentence doesn't tell us about the name.
I'm learning so much.
We can just turn this into a whole history stream. We'll cast and
It's a
we'll
TED
teach
Talk.
you things at the same time.
I do love the picks so far. Amumu, Varus, Ari, all very scrappy champions. Varus, obviously, with the old Amumu, a lot of engaged tools. But on the other side, you have Blitzcrank and Zac, and that's two other hyper-engaged champions that want to go in and do stuff, and Sivir, who wants to hit from the back line.
Yes.
I loved the way this is shaping up.
Can I just say this is Economy League, which is our like silver, little bit of, there's silver and gold, in that area. It's my favorite league to cast because a lot of other parts of the LBLCS, you're being affected by the meta, you're being affected by what other people are playing. I find that people come through in their truest, most concentrated form in the Economy League. Don't give a goddamn about what's going on in other places because you should just play what you're good at and bring your own skill expression into the game. And there's usually a lot of bloodshed, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh, yeah. And I will say, and people can, be angry at me if they want to, I do think we're in like one of the best times to play League because realistically, if you really like a champion, you can play it. There's not really a lot that's unplayable or so bad that like if you main it, you can't play. Pretty much everything, if you play it and like it and know your champion, you can play right now.
That's awesome. That's actually kind of huge. I feel like that League's got in a place like that. I feel like usually there's something that's raising to the top.
There's good stuff, but I feel like there's not as much like the floor is very elevated. There's not as much stuff at the bottom where you're like, oh, okay, well, you just can't play that champion.
Right.
Whereas, we do get Wukong. Okay, so that means it's a Mumu support, I assume.
Sick.
Which is awesome. Even better, Blitzcrank versus a Mumu in bot lane.
Dude, long, thin skill shots that will fuck you up if they hit you.
We love it. Lots of Wukong to go in set to throw back in more engage.
It's beautiful. It also means we can get a really interesting sort of interaction of like how, I guess, a Mumu going in and then getting pulled off, sort of a far traveling, the length of a bandage toss and the length of a Blitzcrank pull.
Exactly. Can you grab Zac in the air in his E with settle?
Dude, what a great question. I gotta say,
catch him in the air. I would think so.
You gotta, right?
I would think so, because other skill shots hit him, so.
Yeah, that feels right. All right, well, now that this draft is completed, I'm gonna put up our requisite gambling portion of the stream. We're gonna put up a prediction, and you guys can use your valuable schmeckles to bet in this game right here. Game 1. Right side is SHSU. The other side are the silent assassins. Ass in. Perfect.
I can't ever read that word without sounding that out in my head to myself.
It's the only way to spell it. Wednesday is Wednesday. Dude, fuck yes.
Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can't help it. If I see either of those words, that's just what comes to mind.
It is the true way. It is the only way. Also, thank you so much, Heated Dragon and Tyler DWS, for following us. Heated Dragon followed us a little bit before. Heated Dragon, you scared the hell out of me. I had my headphones on and had Streamlabs up, and the audio for a follow came up, and needless to say, I was terrified. All right, let's go over to... Nope, wrong button. Whoops. Okay, here we are. Beautiful.
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 I will say, I like both of these drafts and what they do, and I love the attention thrown to top lane in this draft. We have Urgot, Kennen, Akali, Shin, all banned. And we still get to see Aurelia versus Set, which is an awesome matchup.
Yes.
And I don't have, in a lot of drafts, we kind of have someone that we kind of favor. This is one where it's really just execution. It just feels like whichever team, kind of executes on their engage better is the team that more than likely will win. You have Sivir and Varus kind of just like, hope my team's the one getting in there first. And I like that. I really like comps like this because if you're confident and you're doing well, comps like this are easy for teams to coordinate on, as opposed to like, these crazy, like, I'm going to play Fiora and we're going to 1-3-1 and macro. Right. It's like, no, we're going to pick engage. We're going to fight you.
Right. No, absolutely. Oh, Forsaken Mythos. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us. PC Jackie Boy, thank you so much for swinging through.
Another friend.
And, thank you for these people who are following us right now. Karab, thank you so much for being the newest investor in the low budget LCS. Likewise to Clippin13. Appreciate you guys.
Welcome, everyone.
So, I couldn't agree more. I think there's a lot of opportunity for teams to play with confidence here. Oh shit, more people too. One Kazadum 1, and then a very nice guy 9. 1 through 8, we don't care about them. 9, thank you so much for giving us a follow. Appreciate you.
I'm not biased, but 9's my favorite number, so.
Dude, hell yeah.
You're gonna be a really nice guy, 9.
Do you have a difference between your favorite number and a number which you would consider lucky, or is it all sort of wrapped up in? Okay.
It is different. My favorite number is 9, but I think 11 is a lucky number.
Ooh. Is it because it's 1-1, or is it something else?
There's no logic behind it. When you asked me, I kind of internally was like, is there? Oh, yeah, I guess if you asked me to pick a number, I would pick 11.
But you like the aesthetics of 9.
But I like 9. I just, it just looks nice. Nice curvature to it, it knows what it's doing. It's, rounded on one end and straight on the other. I like that.
Dude, that's great. That's amazing reasoning. That's beautiful.
Yeah. In-depth analysis here on the low budget LCS on why I like the number 9.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a word for the study of the shapes of letters and words and whatnot. Any gut thoughts on who's walking away with the first W?
It's tough to say. I will say, from looking at some of the previous games, SHSU White has been really strong in their games. They've gone 2-0 2 games in a row. So early on, if they could execute on their comp, I believe that. But anytime you play against a comp that's like Wukong, Varus, and Mumu, any mistake where somebody gets CC'd and they pile the rest of that CC on you could be a lost game. So compositionally, I'm going to say I don't have a favorite. It's just up to execution,
Beautiful. Yeah, you know what? I'm also going to get into that nice little in-between, basically voting for both of these teams. I really do agree. It will come down to how these guys fight it out. There's so many tools for engage and follow-up and damage. We've got great team fight potential here. Just the makings of a wonderful bare-knuckle brawl. And, what better way to, listen, if you're going to bed while this stream is going on, I'm sure there's nothing that'll lull you to sleep faster and quicker than a series of incredibly high-octane fights. Lil Robot Man, says LeChance Lactose. Thanks, dude. It is truly ridiculous how consistently you are able to put that message out. Thank you, man.
Another friend.
Money well spent.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Those advertising dollars. T-Cluck. Thank you for being the newest investor in low budget LCS. Kazadum said, I heard that Vega dude is pretty cute, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been hearing that too. I've been seeing that in these chats.
That's all, it's propaganda.
Propaganda and hearsay. I don't know, dude.
Exactly. Just like an Englishman would say if he wanted to look at something really hard, he wants to take a propaganda at it. Sorry.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sorry.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, the people want what the people want. Oh my goodness.
We got about 30 seconds left. All right, do you want to stream in Discord once we get in?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I just thought about that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Level 1, and we'll talk a little bit more about it when we actually get into the game, but level 1 of this could be really spicy. There's a Blitzcrank, and I feel like anytime you put Blitzcrank in the concoction of a game, the level 1 has the potential to see insanity.
Definitely.
One awry hook.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for chaos, It's an opportunity for some real fucking wild shit to happen. It's an opportunity to get a momentum advantage. If you walk in, you nail that level 1 invade, especially with Blitzcrank. We've all been playing League for a hot minute. We know what's up. We know to avoid these early invades with Blitzcrank, but if you can pull it off, it feels so sweet. Your team is buoyed right from the very beginning, and you can ride that wave deep into the game. But we'll see. Well,
And even if you just... Oh, we closed the stream. Oh.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on.
Holding.
Now, here's my question. Oh, did it close on Discord?
Yeah, it did close it.
Oh, this foolish... It has been doing that recently.
It's okay.
I
wouldn't have it any other way, honestly.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's... Okay, we're all good. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We're back. Scoreboard. Objective timers.
All the fun setup. Level 1s, we got the pings coming out. Looks like we may see some fun. Oh, we see all 5 members of SHSU Team White moving down the mid lane.
Oh, they know exactly what they want. Here, let me give us some zoom right here. Okay,
They
now
are spotted.
by Detective Purple, no less. A detective to the end.
Great detective work.
Okay, and this is exactly, textbook, right? Just get away from them. You know what's coming. They went for the mid-tuck. There's a lot of different potential avenues for an invade, and they went for the mid-tuck, straight down the middle, try and get into that center bush, but Detective Purple found them out, countered them, and all around a pretty good defensive posturing from Silent Assassins here.
Yeah, I think from both sides, pretty good. I mean, you definitely have to try that as SHSU, because what if someone's not paying attention? You don't get spotted. And even if they do spot you, they do get to ward out the red side jungle. And for Silent Assassins, good job 5-pointing, seeing the invade, backing off, knowing, okay, hey, they probably place wards in here. We'll have Wukong start top side, so hopefully the wards die before, he passes down there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What do you think is the most gankable lane in this game?
I just have Instinct would say... Oh, a little bit of trading. Instinct would say a Mumu Blitzcrank has to be like the lane where it's going to happen, but I actually think the set Aurelia lane is going to be so scrappy at the first jungler to make an appearance there and wasting no time.
Yeah, speaking of scrappy, I think we're going to see a lot of skirmishing and a lot of lanes very early on here. These guys are ready to fight.
Yeah, and the first jungler to get top and make a play, that's a lane that can snowball pretty quickly. We've all seen how much Aurelia, can get out of hand if she gets early gold, and Set also. So I'm excited to see what the junglers do with that.
Another binding landed right here by Luck. She knows the combo, and Amumu's going to go in back down to the bot lane. He's going to get knocked up as well. Varus weaving these auto attacks in, but Sivir doing the exact same, and Ignite burned onto this Amumu. He is going to get away, but a lot of health is traded. Oh, so much damage.
So much trading. Yeah, every lane just trading nonstop. All the potions out mid for Aya, all the potions out top for Set. A lot of trading early. Very scrappy game. Both junglers speeding their way through their clears right now.
Another friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh.
Oh, this is super interesting because Wukong has delayed going bot side and actually uses W to get over the wall and avoid the wards top side.
Yeah, that's... Oh, God. Wukong coming around right there. I know we're going to see the top lane in just a second. There it is. Dollar Tree to set. It's going to be a hard name to say. Nice. Oh, my God. That almost out, but is going to be pulled back in by the set. The flash away. First blood still going to go to the set right there. Dang. That was slick, though.
That was a really nice stun, but really well played. Wukong gets the Q on, gets excellent job knowing that they had wards in the bot side and saying, you know what, I'm going to circumvent that. I'm going to do the unpopular thing. I'm going to go over the back of the Rift Pit. I want to say Baron Pit, but it's not Baron's Pit yet.
Okay, Aurelia going to go in right here. Wukong's going to get out. Easy peasy.
Yeah, and the wave is still on set side. That's nice sidestep. The wave's still on set side, so he's free to just sit and farm. Doesn't have to really burn a lot, can just keep the wave here.
This trading back and forth is just non-stop. It doesn't matter. Even with a kill up in the top lane, they're still just duking it out super fast.
Yeah, this is fun to watch. I mean, every lane is absolute scrapping. Wukong didn't lose his bot side jungle too. Zach is not.
Oh my God, the flash forward. Will they get it with the ignite? There it is. Detective Purple's on the case. They get the kill. Well played. But in the top lane set, almost going to go down, but that shield and the turret shot. Oh my God, the turn in the last second. This is economy, baby. Just non-stop fights.
Oh my gosh, so well. I mean, that's every person's nightmare with Set, is that he gets that huge shield off at the last second. And oh my gosh, that feels so bad in top lane because Aurelia had used the TP to come back to lane after getting ganked, and now you're in a situation where Set still has the TP and gets to base on both of those kill gold. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ahri, despite taking that early chunk, manages to get the flash play. Doesn't land the charm, but it doesn't matter because the ignite and Q land. And just a great job there.
Oh, wow. Good flash there from the Varus.
Yeah, and you take that every time as Blitzcrank, though. You're happy to trade your flash for Varus's flash because, you know, if Zach gets a chance to come back down, now there's an opportunity for their AD carry not having a flash. And now if a hook lands, there's no escape tool. Varus has no dashes or any way of getting out of it.
Well said, well said. They're going to have to keep an eye on that. Dragon up. Zach in the area. If Gank doesn't get pulled off, he can always go up there and just start working on this objective. They've certainly got priority in both mid and bot right now. Yep. Oh, look at that right there. Even with the binding landing, Lux is in a lot of trouble, and Ahri is just relentless. Detective Purple picking up another kill.
Yeah, great play from Ahri there. The second Ahri ticks 6 in the mid lane, immediately looks to punish the flashless Lux, and that's just good gameplay. Well set up on the wave. Lux had nowhere to go, unfortunately. You know, you lose those sums earlier. Ahri can look to punish that, and right now, Silent Assassin's looking good in both solo lanes.
Absolutely, and even though we're 6 minutes in, hold on, a little bit of a fight up here. Nope, just a normal scrap. Hard to tell with top laners. Like I said, they start to go in, and they're out once again. Okay, back down to Dragon.
Back to Dragon.
Back to Dragon. So we're starting to see the strengths and the weaknesses develop in this game. We've got the Aurelia and the Lux struggling a little bit right now. The lanes that got a kill shortly after got another kill in the exact same situation. So now we know that SHSU has a strong bot lane. Their jungler so far has been able to secure this dragon. They've got something that they can play around, and they've got lanes that they need to work on as well. And likewise, Silent Assassins know their strength. So already we've got a whole structure being built out for win cons for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the best things about this is, especially if you're on SHSU, is you have Sivir. Sivir is one of the best scaling AD carries in the game. You get to late game when the boomerangs are bouncing and critting people. It's amazing. And getting an early dragon like that, despite not necessarily having, you know, mid prio because of the kill, is huge because now that offsets the tempo that Silent Assassins would like to have. You know, they would like to win mid and push that lead down to bot lane, but now you've done a great job of kind of stymieing that aggression and getting yourself in a good situation.
Dude, absolutely. I gotta say, hold on, Aurelia trying to do something up here, starting the fight. Dude, Aurelia, I mean, Jackie Boy's saying it in chat, Tyax is absolutely relentless. They want these fights, they're going for it, and it's popping off. There's the set ult being used. Tyax trying to get some distance now. Wukong in the neighborhood. Oh, that's another kill going over. Wukong's gonna get it, showing up at the right time. But do you think Aurelia can win this 1v1 right now?
Right now it's tough. I mean, I know there's the meme that Aurelia with Vamp Scepter is full build, but
Oh my god, another charm after being stunned. Detective Purple knows what's up, dodges that a Lux ult, and with the Ignite, even with the shield, they get the kill. Wow.
that was such a good charm. Yeah, it was such a good charm because if that binding lands and Lux is able to actually chain that into an E ult, you know, you could see Ari getting one shot there. We've all been one shot by Luxes like that before, but great charm to deny, and then when the charm ends, Ari's out of the route. She's able to dash with her ult and make plays. So excellent job there.
For sure, Rift Herald now on the chopping block. Zach in the area, but okay, gonna go for the Ari. Detective Purple, totally fine, very likely. Still got a lot of health to work with.
Yeah, and that is still good to just, you know, put some pressure there, deny maybe a little bit of a base timing. Lux should be able to push the wave in now and reset it for herself. You know, get some CS without Ari being there, which is good. And Wukong spending a lot of time up here top. You could tell they know how volatile this top lane matchup is.
Absolutely. Axe going for it, but Zach is in the neighborhood going over. Oh my god, interrupted. But the Lux ult actually helping out quite a bit. Let's see. Low health bars. Aurelia might be able to get a kill, but a shield from Zet. The Zach passive is going a flash away from the set. They do get the kill, and there is the violence that Aurelia has been looking for finally. Fourth time is the charm.
Yeah, that was really nice. Aurelia, during that play, actually had a really nice outplay. Set charges the W and Aurelia Q's 2 set, which puts her behind. Oh!
Yeah, Varus. Oh, Lux going hunting as well. 2 people maybe caught in a rough situation right here. Axe maybe going to go down from the tower. Does look like it, but Blitzcrank will fall as well. Just rapid fire fights all over the map.
Amazing stuff. Even though they lose the Blitz there, Aurelia even though she dies, getting that shutdown on set is huge for gold. That 450 extra gold in the pocket and getting Aurelia onto those tier 2 boots with the pickaxe now. Even though Set's still going to be favored in the matchup right now, gold on Aurelia it's almost worth more than other champions because Aurelia's ability to make plays in the 1v1 and outplay. Her skill ceiling's so high that gold on her opens up a lot of opportunities. So really good job from SHSU to bounce back there, get a couple kills.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, even if you are a little bit behind, listen, you play this game however you want, right? If you're having fun fighting, go for it. And if you keep fighting, you are also creating opportunities. And that fight up there in the top lane, where Zach was able to show up and Lux was able to roam, give some support with that ult of hers. I mean, you've now resulted in something that you probably wouldn't have gotten if you had just been playing it safe.
Exactly. That's actually like a thing also in competitive and pro play. It's like some players just play like their jungler is always there, and you don't know when they're fighting you if their jungler's actually waiting to come in or not.
Playing mind games.
Yeah, you can't outplay them if you don't make a play, guys. You can't make, you know, spicy plays if you don't go for spicy plays.
True that. Wiser words never been spoken. Only a level difference up here in the top lane, and if I know one thing, it's that Axe will not back down from a fight. Do not mess with them.
No, absolutely. If you see anything in this game, it's the top lane is ready to brawl.
Okay, here we go. Bandage toss going in. A cautious auto attack from the Varus, but there it is. Blitzcrank pulling a Mumu back in, and this fight is going to commence. A lot of damage coming in onto Loud Cloud. No passive up for the Zac. They're going to go down, and now Blitzcrank may be caught in a place they don't want to be. Sivir ult giving them a little bit of movement speed, but now Detective Purple just on top of it all the way already. They've got those extra charges for Dash's Ellis Gaming. Nice. Bit of a shield does help them get back to tower. But now the Dragon, very likely Silent Assassins.
Yeah, it looks like it, and I think you're okay with this for Team White. Obviously, you would rather it be without the kills. They go for a pick on a Mumu. They're calling out probably that he doesn't have an ult, so hopefully you get a hook and can burst it out. But it seemed like maybe just a little bit of miscommunication on whether
Oh my god, the flash, the charm. Detective Purple is on fire this game.
He's a killer. He's found a clue in mid lane and is pouncing on it. Very good play from both the solo lanes so far for Silent Assassins. And the bot lane matchup is just what you'd hope for them. Varus and Amumu have made plays when the opportunity has presented itself, but outside of that, they've stayed stable. They've not allowed, you know, SHSU an angle to attack that lane, which is most stable for them right now.
Absolutely. Some nice plates being picked up here by this Varus. I'm going to look at gold really quickly for all the fun fun and friendly folks at home who are curious about how things are going. And we are seeing, let's see, who's got the most up here? Set very much in the lead by a hefty amount, even with Ari being 5-0.
Yeah, Varus actually pretty close to that also.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of surprised that Varus has a bigger lead here
shit,
than
yes,
the
totally,
lead
you're
between
right.
Set and Aurelia.
Yeah, that is a really good. I mean, those plates, right?
That's plates.
They'll give it to you.
It's Thanksgiving dinner. Having a second serving of plates in the bot lane.
Absolutely.
Or fourth serving, I guess.
I love that. So I mean, you know, right now God, it is so early in this game. It does not feel like we're at 14 minutes yet.
It's a kill a minute. Unfortunately, you do have to give that up. You see the set there. You can't really commit for it.
It was the smart thing to do.
Yeah. If you're SHSU or no, good job getting that plate right before they came off. I don't think you should feel too pressured. It's one dragon. Even though the game, you know, if you're looking up at the scoreboard, I know, you know, it's hard not to look up and be like, it's 11-2, but realistically, if they don't have objectives to take and you can keep them from snowballing too hard on towers, you do have a comp that can punish. Luck's very good at punishing things that overdive, right? If you get rooted under a tower or something like that, Aurelia very easily can turn a fight. And Sivir does scale very well. You have tools to come back into this game. You can't panic and think you have to fight the next dragon immediately or fight the next Rift Herald immediately, you know?
No, absolutely. Boy, I am just looking at this Ari right now. The Detective Purple is a terrifying prospect. I don't know that there's anyone that they can't absolutely blow up right now.
It is a scary Ari. Any play around there is going to be extremely dangerous.
Yeah, Rift Herald here. They've got 4. The Silent Assassins has 4 people on it.
Varus walking up.
Okay. We could find ourselves with a team fight. Zach could come from over the wall. Blitzcrank is going to walk up looking for an angle right here. Let's see if he pulls somebody. The pull does go wide. Zach does go in. Amumu countering with the ult as well. And a lot of damage coming in here. That's going to be Luxold not able to get a kill just yet. And does look like Silent Assassin's damage is enough. But that's a lot of low health bars. Maybe they can get one in return. Axe fleeing right there. That's the Zac passive. The Wukong goes down now. What is happening? Is this a turn? Now Varus has to flee. That's the slow. But Detective Purple's here on the case. Axe gonna turn, try and take out the Ari. That's the ult gonna jump in right there. Let's see if they can do it. On the other end, it looks like Set is cleaning up. Oh my God, the charm just barely misses. A flash forward from the Set will get the kill. A triple kill for Set. What a fight.
That was crazy. And we talked about they have tools to punish over-engaging. And that fight looked like it was not going to... Oh, you got to be careful here, Ari. Ooh. It looked like in the beginning that fight was going to go really bad for SHSU. The hook misses, and then they get engaged on immediately, a lot of damage. But Sivir arrives just in time to start dealing out damage with that boomerang, has the completed Kraken, so does deal a pretty good amount of damage, and it's only Sunder on Wukong and Blade of the Rune King on Set, so they're not incredibly tanky yet.
Yeah.
And those bounces, I mean, to get 2 kills onto Sivir, that matters. Even though they ultimately lose the fight by 1 kill, trading gold when you're behind is so good for you.
Absolutely. And you got to be talking to your team and being like, listen, if these are the numbers and we almost won that fight, I mean, we're way closer than we think we are. There's still a way in for this game.
Oh, yeah. Your Sivir 100% in comms right now is like, see, let me scale. Just let me farm.
Yes.
I can carry.
Absolutely. Great point, though. Nobody is really a tank just yet. I mean, Set even at the time just had Blade of the Road King and second-tier boots. Now
He's
starting to build a
deceptively
little
tanky.
hill. Yes,
The shield makes him inherently a little bit tankier.
Totally.
And there is something to be said about the level. Like, Wukong's a higher level, so his base stats are a little bit higher. But it's easy to forget how much damage Sivir can do in a fight if she's not touched.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, Sivir showing up, and I mean, she's got Kraken Slayer. She's working on some stuff here. Now,
Yeah, and mainly
teams,
go ahead.
We've got a bit of a dragon dance right here. Both teams. This is 5v5, full out, no holds barred, 5v5 fight. Axe looking to go around, has revealed themselves. Very good words right here from Silent Assassins. Now they know they've got the advantage that Aurelia has gone back. Let's see if they can make something happen here. They're just going to use it to clear out some pink wards for just a minute. Nice thing about Lux is you are able to poke out and get vision at the same time. Detective Purple on the backside of the Dragon Pit. Aurelia coming back now too, but you can't forget where Detective Purple is because this Ahri is dangerous. Look at that, a lot of damage onto the Amumu, but dropping the ult, maybe that's all you need to do. Detective Purple on the back line, absolutely cutting through the back line. Horribly vicious right there. Tyac diving, doing their best impression of Detective Purple at the moment. Will get taken down 2-4. A vicious fight.
Yeah, and Amumu, Iron Hands to hold on with about 50 HP, getting that 4-man ult off. I thought he might die on the way in, but
yeah.
Good job there. Sivir does pick up a little bit more gold in that fight, and Aurelia has worked her way up to 4 kills now. So more gold over, but a second dragon, another one fight for Silent Assassins. You can see they're playing this so well. Every fight when they walk in, they have set directly in front where Blitzcrank has no choice but to hook the Blitzcrank if he wants to engage. Gets the Amumu there, but even that's not, your favorite target to get.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I mean, we saw basically, it is interesting how both of these teams have extremely similar principles. So can we get the Ahri or the Aurelia into the back line safely to assassinate the higher damage dealers of the back line? Both of these teams have like a pull or an engage from a long range as well. There's just a lot of mirrored tools that we're seeing here. I can only imagine that both of these teams are going to learn from each other as these fights play out.
Yeah, there's few more fun things than to watch two teams in League of Legends that have the exact same concept of how to play the game and just watch them bash their heads against each other and see who's figured it out better. And in this game, it's hard to tell because the solo lane play, because they got so ahead in top and mid early, the team fighting, it's hard to gauge who's really playing them out better because on one hand, it's like, well, Silent Assassins is winning the fight, so you would think they're doing better, but also SHSU's playing team fights pretty well from the deficit they're in.
Absolutely, they really are. Oh my god, the double stun right there. Detective Purple dealing so much damage. My god, even with the auto attack to force flash away right there. Axe looking for something to land, but even the ult is gonna whiff the re-engage there, but is it gonna be enough? Even in a minion wave, you've got the Zac passive. The charm lands onto the Aurelia, but now the Amumu has showed up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to press this.
No, and ultimately, it is 2 flashes out from SHSU there in exchange for Silent Assassin's 1 flash. Oh, no, Amumu flash right. So it is 2 flashes on each side.
Okay.
But notably, Zac passive. That's a huge
Yes.
cooldown that matters a lot in these team fights because Zac wants to engage, and engaging without your passive is very hard. Oh,
Okay, the pull is going to go on to the set right there. Lux walking forward, getting the ult across 2 characters at once. That's not nothing.
no, a lot of damage on both. Did pop the shield bow also off of ours, so that will not be available for a little bit here. Weird interaction, too, that I don't know if a lot of people know. Blitzcrank's ult destroys shields. So if Set charges up his shield and Blitzcrank ults it, it will actually remove the entire shield.
Interesting.
Yeah, weird interaction.
I did not know that.
I just thought about it. I forgot it.
I mean, if Blitzcrank is aware of that, that could be absolutely key, especially if Set's, Set's usually using that to save themselves.
Exactly. It would be a big surprise if you're charging up a big shield and then Blitzcrank ults and removes it, and you're like, wait, where'd my shield go?
Right.
But big thing in the game, Sivir is on 2 items now. Which Sivir is going to be the primary consistent damage dealer for this team. And her being on equal, essentially completed items with Varus is a huge deal. I mean, it's both AD carries. There's not too big of a gap in completed items right now. Obviously, you want to get to that either Navori or Infinity Edge on Sivir before you really feel comfortable team fighting. But it is good that Sivir's hitting those power spikes.
No, it truly is. And that is certainly going to be their way into winning these team fights. Truly insane conversation happening in the chat. Sammy Two Slap, one of our resident doctors, I think, I've only been half reading it, but I think is putting an extra nose onto PC Jackie Boy, longtime LBLCS player. So
I think an appendix also.
Oh, and in appendix, Baron
Oh!
being started up here. Yes, and who is it? Of course, it's SHSU. They are never afraid. Never say die. Never stop making plays. It's beautiful. Teleport is coming in right here. Detective Purple is on the scene. Let's get his... Oh, God. A lot of people going huge. Amumu ult on the side. That's a set ult as well. That's going to be Blitzcrank taken out of the fight. Varus having to back up a little bit after Aurelia ult hits them. But, oh, my God, the health bars dropping so fast. And now it's just Sivir left alive. Who's gonna steal it? Calling it now? Never mind, I was wrong, but that would have been sick. I think we can all agree that would have been awesome. Ooh, the flash forward. Oh, for the ace. Wukong with a great chase. And I think, are they gonna try and grab Dragon and push down mid lane? They can have their cake and eat it too.
The rich get richer. It's their cake. Why can't they eat it? I'm a little bit flustered because there was a moment when they were doing the Baron where I forgot that Blitzcrank passive lightning strikes the Baron. I was like, is it bugged and it's showing the smite animation repeatedly?
Oh, yes.
On Baron? And I was like, oh, it's Blitzcrank passive.
Right.
You don't get to see that in action a lot. So I was like, what is happening?
Right. Yeah. If you've played this game for a long time and you see an animation you don't recognize...
Yeah, it's like, what is happening?
Yeah, my brain
but yeah, great from Silent Assassins. Great collapse. I actually thought that was going to be an okay play for SHSU because Wukong was in the bot side jungle. But the Amumu engages have been amazing all game. Gets another 4 to 5 man ult there.
Yes.
Locks them all down. And immediately you're in scatter mode if you're SHSU. The team fight goes bad. And now you're in kind of salvage mode. You're at the point now where you need to find a Blitzcrank hook. You need to find, a Lux binding onto somebody alone and get them into a 45. Because right now, Silent Assassin's going to look to turn the screws on this game and push that lead.
Absolutely. 3 Dragons, this is going to be a Cloud Soul, but who knows if we get there. Both these teams are playing pretty fast. I just have the sense that a fight could end the game. Although I'll say SHSU might need...
Ooh.
Oh, let's see what they can do right here. Lux being hunted now by 3 members, does dodge the charm, but the Everfrost will land the Varus here as well. But on the other end, hunting a set. Bigger fish right here. Let's see if we can see the shield breaking from the Blitzcrank. And Ignite being ticked down right there. Loud Cloud forced to flash away. Absolutely necessary. Will go back in. Gets the shutdown onto the set. That's a 1-for-1 on separate sides of the map, and I'd say SHSU absolutely won that one.
Yeah, I mean, and getting the shutdown, it's important because realistically, you're probably not going to be able to defend this tower anyways, even if you have people down here. So finding a pick on the other side of the map is huge. Being able to find any positive during the enemy's Baron play is good for you.
100%.
And realistically, Luck's not worth that much gold as opposed to Set. So, pretty good trade.
Totally. And this is not knocking Lux at all. One of the reasons I like playing the champion is that, okay, worst case scenario, you're a little bit behind. You still give shields. You still have a great AoE slow. And you've got pretty solid CC. So, like, if you're behind, you still have these very tangible things that you can do to the enemy that's going to benefit your team, no matter how many items you have.
Really, yeah, and realistically, like, Varus and Ahri, there is a Banshee's Veil on Ahri, but for Varus, he's not going to build a lot of defensive items. Luxo, even on one item in a Needless, is going to deal damage to Varus. And sometimes that's all it takes. If Aurelia's diving and you get... Oh.
Speaking of Aurelia, being chased by this Wukong right here, a good flash is going to dodge. Wow, actually, 2 people hit by that Lux ult. Aurelia will get taken down. Uh-oh, Lux has got to be careful, though. Yep, that's the flash in the Amumu. Everyone flashing for her. She is able to flash away. Dodge the charm. Varus ult being thrown out. Everything is going in every direction. These guys are not going to save their abilities for anything, and I love it. If it's up, use it.
I love it. It is so much fun to watch because in any situation they see where they might be able to get a fight, there's going to be a fight. Both teams absolutely ready. Blitzcrank looking here.
Oh my god, Zac too is going to go in. A flash forward, flashing away the Varus as well. Everyone's got flash up again. Oh my god, Blitzcrank gets that kill. That's the Zac passive right there. Lux is the damage dealer for this fight, but Detective Purple still full health. You can't keep that Detective down. Okay, Sivir in a very scary position. That's going to be Lux getting charmed. Everything's going to be dropped on her.
Yeah, and I feel I love the attitude from SHSU here of just saying, you know what, we're not going to sit back and let you slow push with Bear. We're not going to, go quietly into the night.
Right.
We're going to brawl. We're going to fight. We're going to see if you will make a mistake and we can punish it. And, in a lot of these situations, they have been able to trade kills back. It just, right now, Silent Assassins is doing a really good job of noticing mistakes and punishing them. Someone steps a hair too far, there's a charm there. There's, an engage from a Mumu.
No, absolutely. They are on the money, and I think what we're seeing is, honestly, I kind of think we're seeing SHSU warming up. Every fight has been better. Every opportunity they've tried to seize, I think, has been, a little bit either safer or more worth it, and we're only going to continue to see that scale up. Aurelia pushing down on this bot lane. Going to be in a bit of a pickle if they decide to wrap around. I don't know if they know she's there. Yep, she's going to go for the back. And we've got this dragon up in 20 seconds.
Yep, and this one's going to be vital. We do see that Sivir has decided to go with the Last Whisper here. I do like that buy, especially, knowing that you're probably not going to get to Infinity Edge or Navori in time for this dragon fight or the Baron fight subsequently that will come after. Get the immediate power, get what you can get, and, try to win the next fight in the game.
Right. Although, hold on a second. Fuck that dragon. SHSU is going to go...
They're going to try and flip it.
Right for Baron, and it does look like Silent Assassins knows what's up. I love this call. Hey, go for it, man. You got to make things happen. They're going to try and burn it down, but Silent Assassins is absolutely on the way right now. Let's see, Amumu's in the front. That's a smite being going up. They're going to pull off. That's a full Lux combo. Nothing lands the way they wanted to, actually. For Silent Assassins, Scent ult being dropped right there, but now everybody a little bit too clumped up. That's so much damage from Detective Purple. Varus as well, just laying down these auto attacks. Do they do it? Yes! Ty Axe gets their man. They do take Detective Purple out of the game. That is the first death for Detective Purple.
Yeah, insane there, actually. And still, somehow, Sivir survives in these fights while dealing damage. This game is so scrappy. And if you looked at the Gold League, you would not think it would be. But great job by SHSU scrapping there. But Silent Assassins just kind of smacks them with the wallet in that fight. Moving on, and can't say enough about this game and how much fun it is.
Yeah, this is, this is just a bounce house. A bounce house of fights. And I do like that on both sides there is, like, the ever-elusive Detective Purple, and likewise the Sivir has just been... I too am surprised that she's getting out of there. I keep losing track of her in the fights because there are so many bombastic abilities being used. There's always a set ult or an Amumu engage or a blitzcrank pull, and then I blink, everyone's dead, and Sivir's 2.5 screens away with 100 health, like panting. Clearly has gone through some crazy shit, but they make it out.
Yeah, and I will say this game has gone a little bit awry from like the early laning, but if you're SHSU, I feel like scrapping and fighting like that gives you so much confidence for game 2. That's what makes best of 3 so fun. It's like you get if you're Sivir and other players on the team, you're like, look guys, yeah, we can play with these guys. We mess up a little bit early, but we can team fight them. If this were even gold, we might be winning these team fights, and that's really good for them to see these moments of we can 100% play with them. And for Silent Assassins, obviously confidence going into the next game of, hey, if we play our laning out the way we did, we can win this series.
Absolutely. Now, Clouds... Ooh, Sivir on the run right here. Oh, Lux too, also. Finding themselves in front of a combatant. This Wukong, a little bit dangerous. Going to make them spend as much time as you can. If you're confident you're going to get caught, yes. The old rope-a-dope. I love that. Would have worked on a lot of other champions. Oh, the Amumu, the flash forward, that's going to be the ult as well. Just everything used on. Zac already had it charged up, an immediate flash out, but they've got the damage and the abilities to follow a double kill for the Varus. And with this Baron wave, they're going to be pushing into the base.
Yeah, Detective Purple is seeing red on the map right now.
Absolutely. Only the Sivir and the Blitzcrank left to defend the base. Not much of a wave, but don't you worry. Set has been shepherding forward just a little bit. No, they've got a cannon as well. They've got some casters. They've got enough here. That's going to be Amumu going in. Okay. 2 waves now. Baron empowered in the face of a spirited defense from the Sivir and the Blitzcrank. The first tower being focused down. Blitzcrank gonna go in. Knight's got a 4-man ult, but absolutely melted. The Lux off the pad, walking forward, casting some abilities in there. That's gonna be the full combo. Nexus exposed though. That's gonna be the Zac trying something, but it's not gonna do it. That will be Silent Assassins taking game 1.
An exciting game 1. Really good job from Silent Assassins there, punishing mistakes, being hyperactive on the map. It seemed like every time a side lane was getting pushed out in any direction, that immediately Silent Assassins was collapsing someone on it. And we kind of talked about at the beginning of the game, the first jungler to make it top and make a gank happen could swing that matchup, and that's kind of what happened.
Absolutely, yeah. And just, I mean, constant fighting. And, getting answers from every fight, right? Just every time you fight, how close were we to killing them? All right, let's run it back. Let's try it again. Let's see if this angle will work. A lot of variation being used. You love to see it.
Yeah, this is one of those times where you're like, I'm okay to not be a play-by-play caster. Every second's another fight.
Oh my god, it was nonstop. Yeah, that was one of those ones where it was like, the Amumu would go in while every other ability was being cast all at the same time. I was like, I'm going to say 3 of these, and I'm going to be okay with it. It's all right. People are going to die in the fight. We're going to talk about it after.
I feel bad because I'm trying to give like any expertise on the game, and I'm like, the only expertise in this game is that they're going to fight. If abilities are up, they're going to use them on each other. And that's the most fun games to watch. Honestly.
100%. And you know what? Sometimes that's just what the analysis is, and you and I just get to kick back and watch awesome League of Legends. This is what I want the pro scene to look like all the time, is just nonstop fighting.
I got to give a shout out to the Sivir in that game, though. Actually ending the game with a pretty good score line, and despite everything happening, showed up to every team fight, played well, looked really good. For Silent Assassins, really just team-wide, very good. I can't get over the early Wukong gank and how creative that was.
Oh, yes.
Too, because, if you're saying, your team, you're like, okay, we warded the red, we know he's starting blue side. Almost every person will say, okay, he's going to clear the bot and probably gank bot or do the scuttle first.
Another friend.
And when you, all of a sudden, Wukong is top lane, your top laner's like, wait, what? I thought he started blue. Did he? And you're like, I have a Warden River. How is this possible? And that's one of the ones you rewatch the VOD and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so smart.
Sneaky. But well played. August, not December, has resubbed with Prime, and they have sent the message. Oh God, how do I process this? Has sent the message. Notice. Please ignore this notice. Thank you. Now I've expressly noticed the notice I was supposed to ignore. I hope that hasn't filled you with rage. Miami Lights 23. Thank you so much for being the newest investor in the low budget LCS. Invader used choke, subscribe. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Really appreciate that. Hydra Bomb made bank off that game. Nice. Good. Yes, I did turn over the money.
Another friend.
The classic hero, Jilbo Baggins. Thank you so much for the follow. Love the name.
A classic. Loved that story as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Loved Jilbo, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. Yeah, Tolkien is a real wizard when it comes to storytelling. Oh, nice. Also, I love that in the lobby, they're just complimenting each other. Cryptic was saying, Sivir, your spell shields are crazy good. Just, that's nice. You love to see some good sportsmanship there.
Sportsmanship, yeah, that's the word. But yeah, it's really great to see. And a lot of these, it's a tight-knit community, a lot of guys, a lot of these teams, you're playing, a lot of times you're scrimming against teams, in your own division, stuff like that. And it's really nice to see, people shout out good play regardless of team. Emilio banned until Thursday? Yes, the 29th.
Nice. Yes. When new champions come out in the low budget LCS, which, by the way, this is the low budget LCS. If you've wandered into our sweet little corner of the internet, hello, how do you do? This is the low budget LCS. We're an amateur League of Legends league. We have 4 different leagues to accommodate a variety of different skill levels, and we run tournaments, or season-long seasons, not just tournaments. Probably about definitely 2 times a year, sometimes 3 times a year if we're being stupid and we're having too much fun. And then we do some other silly things as well. But feel free to follow us if you like this. There's a Discord link down below. We've got YouTube. We've got Twitter. That's it. End of list.
That was good.
Thank you.
Beautiful job. Amazing ad read. Couldn't have said it better myself.
You know who's doing an amazing job? You're doing an amazing job, Vega. Everyone at home,
gosh.
make sure to give a round of applause for Vega. It will come off, not really as substantial as it would be if all of us were in the same room, but maybe a little golf clap.
I could not fit you all in my tiny New York apartment.
Listen, everyone, we're getting on buses and trains and airplanes. All of us are going to cram in. We'll have...
Come on, guys. Come on over.
I'll
show you my board game collection.
Dude, what board games you got?
Okay. This is going to take a second.
Oh, do you also have over 100 board games? Where are you?
No.
Where are you in your journeys?
So I didn't start buying them myself for a long time because I used to live in North Carolina, and I had a friend who has a giant, 200 board game collection.
Love it.
And so for a long time, I was like, why would I buy the board games if I'll just go to my friend's house and play them? But now that I've moved to New York, I have I have Gloomhaven, I have the Game of Thrones game, I have the Betrayal games.
Nice.
I have a bunch
Betrayal
of
House in the
stuff
Hill and whatnot.
Yes, but I need to get Betrayal at Baldur's Gate because I actually like that one better.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Have you also... Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, I mean, I was just going to say, I've got a bunch of random indie games because when I travel for work, usually if I can find any board game shops, I'll try to pick one up.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, right now I am trying to get Scythe because I really want to play it.
Oh, yes, dude. Scythe is fantastic. A lot of cool expansions for that as well. It's a game that it doesn't play the way that it looks. You see giant robot mechs, and check it out. It's a great game. It's not what it seems, but it is still very, very good.
That's what I've heard. It said it's pretty good. We're in draft, and there's a big update. There's a big update.
Oh shit! Hold on.
We're gonna get a way different game too.
Love it. Okay. No Amumu, no Ari.
They have decided, you know what? We just didn't like that game. We're going to purge it from our memory, and we're going to ban the stuff that was very annoying in that game.
That's the way to do it.
And the Wukong. All 3 removed.
Get rid of them. Get them out of here.
Yeah, and on the other side, we have the Pantheon, the Shin. All of those guys you don't want to randomly show up in your lane. If I didn't know better, I'd say it'd be a TF ban. But... don't believe we're going to see that. But, Silent Assassins doesn't really have a reason to change their bans, right? They clearly had a good plan in Game 1. The bans they had seemingly worked, whereas SHSU, they're on blue side now. They get to adapt. They get that first pick, and they're going to remove all those engage tools that were super annoying.
Honestly, not a bad idea. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I mean, all of those are great bans, I would say. The Ari obviously was something that was a problem in Game 1.
Yeah.
Amumu found reliable engages, and Wukong was very good in that game. And I'd have to look at what was banned last game before I make a big statement. I don't even know if I have it up. But, yeah, so far, let's see, what did they... I'm pulling it up right now.
Go for it.
They banned... Okay, well, this makes sense, because last game they banned the Aurelian Soul, the Viego, and the Jinx. Which I think if you're watching the last game, Aurelian Soul is probably going to get banned by red side. The Jinx, probably not as big of a deal with the way the game played out. And Viego, doesn't play the same role as Wukong, right? So I think changing your bans here makes sense. But we do see the Jinx now that it's unbanned.
Oh. Here it is, Caitlyn Jinx. For all of you that have watched the hit anime, oh God, how do I lead
You're gonna
in and
anger
then forget
somebody.
the name
It's Arcane.
of Arcane?
We
There
have
it
all
is.
Arcane champs being. Okay, never mind.
Only Arcane. Okay, well, immediately.
Yeah, Thresh is not an Arcane. Maybe Arcane season 2.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe
It's all speculatory now.
the Forgotten Realms or whatever. Is that where he's? No, that's not.
Shadow Isles.
Shadow Isles. Yes. Hey, do you know what's up with the new art for Hecarim?
He's a crab.
Huh.
He looks like a conch shell.
Yeah.
I don't know. The overall splash looks okay. I think it's just the
Yeah, it's just the little
portrait
is so
thing.
weird. It's a
I don't-
real odd play by Riot, but oh God, the Annie. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
everyone I've been playing with has been like, ban Annie, ban Annie, ban Annie, ban Annie. Buggleberry Finn, one of the founders of this league, famously hates Annie so much, basically terrified of it. And I hear it's strong as hell right now, and I think that might be a good tool for SHSU to use to come back in this game too.
Yeah, Annie is very good. She is a good champion right now. And I will say, it could be Annie support or Annie mid, either one, because we could have Yone top, which is in any like assortment of that is really exciting. If it's Annie support, it's explosive in the bot lane. Jinx
Yes.
gets a giant bear thrown on her.
Huge bear.
Yone is just a fun champion to watch also. But we do get the Vex locked in over there, which is great against Yone in any matchup because, dashes make her fear go up faster. She wants champions that are dashing around. And you know what's a great counter to teams that want to always engage on you?
Tell me.
Thresh and Vex. Because you get the box, and then if anybody's dashing into your team to try and engage, you have the Vex. And then you can counter engage with the ult. So I really like the Silent Assassin's kind of reaction to what they're seeing.
Yeah.
But I like SHSU's change also of saying, okay, we're going to take the Caitlyn, who's going to be a little bit more proactive early in the game. We're going to take Annie, who can kind of force fights a little bit more reliably than Blitzcrank can. And Yone's just another fun outplay champion.
Absolutely. And I mean, Linda, SHSU using the same ADC as last game, who I think was really adept at keeping themselves safe, looking to scale. And, maybe Caitlyn will be able to operate in a similar capacity, maybe put a little bit more damage down onto one single target if they're trying they find themselves with a problem child like they did with Detective Purple last game, trying to get to that APC. So
yeah. And speaking of problem children, Jinx in this comp can be very fun because it's usually the adage that Jinx isn't in the team fight till the first kill and she gets excited, right? And then Jinx kind of goes nuts. And Vex is a champion who can get that instant pick onto somebody, or set up a Jinx rocket in such a way that the team fight can, immediately go in. We do get a Volibear, and I'm assuming this is probably a jungle Volibear.
It looks like it.
Which would fit the kind of we want to force fights and dive and do things adage that Silent Assassins has shown to us through the first game. The Vi. So many Arcane champions. I almost just want to see a Heimerdinger top lane or something now.
Hey, Jace.
Just round it out. Jace could be in this game.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Who else?
This is all viable.
Where's the Victor?
Good call. Oh, Cho'Gath, though.
Okay, so that means this is probably Yone mid.
Yes.
I never know for sure. We never know for sure.
Cho'Gath,
But
I mean, slap that baby anywhere.
yeah, Cho'Gath, honestly. Ooh.
Okay.
Don't tease us.
All right. They're making us.
Illinois?
It's Illinois.
Illinois.
Oh.
I saw the Darius and was like, are we going to get the resetty spaghetti with Vex, Jinx, and Darius on the same team? But Illinois, what does she love doing more than anything? Bonking tanky champions on the head with tentacles. And Cho'Gath is a tanky champion.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I really like this pick because it makes it really hard to make plays on top lane. Because Alawi wants a bunch of champions to pile onto her for her ult. Vi, Yone, all champions that want to pile onto her. You know, realistically, she's not going to deal with the Caitlyn and Annie for a long time. So, really good pick here. That's what makes Red Side so good. You get that last pick, you know, to pick something in the draft to hopefully counterpick the top lane. I really like that.
Absolutely. And be sure to tell us what you like about these drafts as the predictions go live, which they have just done. We're going to leave it on this screen for just a second, and then I'm going to start maneuvering. I'll say this, Vega. This is our third time casting together?
I think so.
All right. Well,
I trust you if you say so.
I think it's been our third time, and if not more, it's at least third time.
At least third.
I have not had to change. Whenever the teams switch sides, I have to move all the icons around. And every time we've cast, nobody has switched sides until now. So I'm going to have to tab over in a second.
That's fine.
It's, you know,
all good things must come to an end.
That's true. That's true. But we had a good
I will
run.
say, yeah, I will say, I want to talk a little about SHSU's draft real fast, in that I love that they see the Jinx, and the reaction to the Jinx is, Annie, Yone, Vi. They're 100% like, you're not protecting your Jinx. We are going to get to this Jinx one way or another, which I really love, because Vex is a great pick to counter some engage tools and can counter engage and set up Jinx really well. But it takes a little bit for Vex to get online and reach a point where she can, you know, really do things. And in the meantime, you're hoping that your Caitlyn Annie keeps pressure on Jinx, where when you get to team fights, it's one and a, especially from what we saw last game, team fighting is probably going to happen pretty early in the game, and you have the tools to dive this Jinx and kill them before Vex gets online, before you know, Ilaoi is realistically able to group. Because if you can force fights and get ahead before Jinx gets online, this comp for SHSU can snowball very hard.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, look at the client. Annie top?
Hold on. Wait, is this Cho'Gath support?
I love it.
There's no way. Which, it even like, if it's a reaction, like if it's a flex pick for them, and they say, oh, Ilaoi counters Cho'Gath, what if we just played Annie top? I love it. You don't have to get hit by the tentacles if you never walk into melee range.
Yeah. This is a great opportunity to really take on.
I don't know. There's no like really great analysis to give for the Annie Ilaoi matchup, because I've never seen the Annie Ilaoi matchup.
Yeah, let's crack into all that data about Annie Ilaoi 1v1.
I have seen Cho'Gath support, so at least we can talk about that. Cho'Gath does have a knockup and a silence, and he gets slow with his E.
Totally.
And if he takes, like, you know, the bracer, his ult with Targons, he can get the cannon. And there's not a lot of loss. The only worry is when Cho is a baby, when he's a little infant in the bot lane, he's so small.
Yeah.
He still has a big hitbox for Thresh Hook, and there is danger of getting engaged on in that bot lane.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Cho'Gath support player, so I cannot speak to its powers.
Yeah, absolutely not. Neither am I. I'll say this: you get the knockup with Cho'Gath, you got an opportunity to throw the Caitlyn trap down. You know, there's some synergy there.
That's true. And I will say, if Cho'Gath gets a couple stacks, essentially the comp later in the game if they can reach a later stage, will function essentially the same, which is Annie will have more damage and Cho'Gath will be less tanky. You're just kind of trading off on those two things.
Yeah.
And honestly, when you look at Silent Assassin's comp, it's probably going to be 4-1 most of the game. Normally, you don't really want Alawi to group with you. You want her in a side lane abusing somebody, you know, because that's what she does.
Right.
And realistically, the 4-man squad for SHSU is not terrible. Volibear's really the only tank that will be with the team. So Cho'Gath will kind of have to eat some of the hooks, some of the engage, the zaps and stuff like that. But it might be fine. I'm trying to rationalize it in my head of how it might work.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, am I wrong? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, they traded.
Okay.
They traded last second. Okay, so just kidding. It is Cho'Gath top and Annie support. We just went through that whole. That's just an exercise in, you know, the possibilities.
This is true. Now for the. Yeah, I know that would have been much cooler to see the other way around.
I kind of wanted to learn how that would play out.
Me too.
But now we're just back to normal. Now we're just back to regular old Cho'Gath versus, and
we are, pardon the black screen, I picked the wrong background. And okay. Now we should be good.
It's important for them to see behind the curtain.
Yes, that's true.
See this part of the stream. It's important that you guys understand how much work goes into this.
Yes. I love
that.
that.
It doesn't just happen, guys.
That's a great take. I love that. You know, it's Bring Your Chat to Work Day, so we wanted to see you guys what's going on. What's going on there? Yes. Yes,
okay.
Indeed.
Level 1s. Silent Assassins is now the team with the hook champion, so they are obligated to invade. As is tradition. If you have a hook champion, you have to walk into the enemy jungle and try to get a flash. Not a great level 1 for SHSU. They do have Cho'Gath, but unless they plan to stack Cho'Gath with their 5 stack somewhere, don't think their level 1 is all that great. I'm just becoming a Linda fan through this series. Yeah, Forsaken. It just works. We turn the stream on. Well, I don't turn the stream. I don't do any of that. I have the easy job. I just talk about League of Legends and fill the air in between games whenever LeChance has to work on something.
And I can't express to you how much I appreciate that.
I got you. I'm here for you. You know, you put the ball in the tee. I'll hit it.
Beautiful. God,
or
T-ball.
Sports analogy. Yeah. Sports analogy.
What a throwback. I played baseball for baseball. Actually, maybe that was T-ball too. I didn't catch the ball and it just flew straight into my mouth, hit me in the teeth. I didn't lose any teeth, but it was just like, I was very young and I was just like, all right, this sport isn't for me. Good to know.
Like that's a wrap on that. That's like, all right, I'm done.
Yep. Calling it there. Although I did just see one of the rare times I'm going to be able to bring some real sports info, but I did see that that Japan just beat America.
They did.
Yeah.
That was wild. I saw the highlights.
Yes. Apparently it was incredibly dramatic. All right.
Your Discord streamed out again.
Hilarious. All right, let's fix that.
It is what it is, you know? And we're back.
Beautiful. We're back. It all works. Everything works the way it's supposed to.
What more can we ask for, honestly?
We're going to put the objective timers. We're going to do this whole thing.
I feel betrayed. Hook champion not walking in.
Not walking in and going for an immediate hook. Yeah, this is
Immediate hook. Just look spooky.
both teams defensive posturing. I love the 5-point spread on both sides. This is a great lineup.
It is. I'm excited for this game. What do you think? Does the game slow down in game 2, or do we get even faster? Does it get even more breakneck pace?
Huh. That's a great question. I'm going to go with no, it doesn't slow down at all. I don't know that it speeds up, though. Let me say
It may
that.
be equal. I'm going to say the first couple minutes will not be as spicy because it's not set Aurelia top lane.
Yeah.
But at level 6, this game's going to go nuts.
Yeah.
When the Vex ult, the Yone ult, the Annie, all of that is online, I think we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. Oh, also, it was pointed out that Dollar Tree Headset's name is Dollar Tree Headset. I said some other crazy shit. I tried to make some other word out of it. No, in fact, it's a full-ass sentence, and it's great.
It's a really good name. It's a really good name. Loud Cloud, the other jungler. I like names like that.
Yeah,
We
it's...
love alliteration.
Absolutely. It's got nice mouthfeel to the whole thing. Sammy...
See, this is much more relaxed.
This is, and you know what?
Right now.
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna boy, we're gonna pretend I did that right. I'm gonna reverse my prediction. I don't think it's gonna be as bloodthirsty, simply because there aren't as many dashes and or instant pulls in the game.
That's true. I think the Mumu are, those are champions that are all in.
Yes.
They're all in. Like, first can land a hook and not take it, and it can kind of stun you from a distance.
Yes.
It's not, Kate and Jinx naturally aren't very all-in brawling champions.
Totally. Yeah, the Aurelia's not going in. There's no like set pull. Everybody had some sort of like, I'm gonna get you move. Okay, hold on. Yone going in here. No. Get him back
Yeah,
out. Well, it's like, the fact that no one's died by 3.5 minutes already means that it's a little bit slower.
It's record time. And also I like that there's completely opposite jungle pass right now. Just completely different priorities for each team on what they want to do in the jungle. Good to see. Vi is top. Alawi's in river here.
Yeah, let's see. This is gonna be SHSU trying to pull off what Silent Assassins did game 1. Tricky early gank.
Yeah, and it's even if Vi doesn't get anything here, it's nice to just give that safety to Cho'Gath to, hey, you can step up and farm, because this is a very annoying lane for Cho'Gath.
Yes.
Pretty much anytime Cho'Gath farms, he's getting bonked on the head. He's getting beat up. And
Yone
good trade
take
here.
a bunch of damage. Absolutely. Volibear is in the neighborhood. I don't know if they're close enough. They will go for the flash right there. Can Yone get back to tower? There's the stun, but no damage to follow up the opportunity.
Yeah, and great job holding the flash as Yone of just, saying, I could walk this out. I'm fine. That's a free flash for him. Good start right now for SHSU.
If we have a mod, please allow what Forsaken Mythos said to go through. I can only see part of it, but it seems to be some grammatical questions about the tenses of cowardly or whatever. Anyways, Yone is in a lot of trouble going back. That's the ignite. Ah! They died. How was that for
Very
Justin?
close.
Did I do a good play-by-play with just screaming for half of it?
That's how we all felt watching it. So.
Okay, good. We're communicating what the folks at home are feeling.
Yeah, very close there. Detective Purple just both games knows the limits of the champion. Great trade, and as you see, why Vex is so good into champions with dashes. The second Yone jumps in there, he's feared, and the full combos dropped on his head. Makes it kind of hard to trade.
Absolutely. How do we think this bot lane is looking right here?
it's good for the Jinx lane that they've been able to push in, which they should do a little bit early. They have rockets. Annie takes a little bit to ramp up. It's kind of telegraphed when Annie wants to do stuff. You know, you see her stun is up. But Kate's going to be able to push a little bit of this lane back now. So far, the bot lane in both series has been very evenly matched. Very good job. I would say the biggest story for me is the top lane matchup, which is that Cho'Gath's doing fine here. The Warriors on their side, they're down a little bit of CS, but that's to be expected. But no crazy shenanigans yet.
Yeah, this is absolutely much chiller than game one, and I am gonna account that a lot to the lack of tools. Even the Wukong as well, right? Lots of dashes, knockups, opportunities. Here's an ult coming from Alawi. Just gonna get that damage onto the, what is that even called when they pull that Alawi
Like their
move?
soul or something.
Or yeah, narratively.
Yeah. Their inner tentacle. I don't.
Yeah, is it a full-ass ghost? I don't know what's going on there. Because is Alawi,
we're not
are
sure.
they ghost tentacles?
Yeah, it's like I know that she like worships like some tentacle god.
Gotcha.
So like, I think it's like whatever realm they're in, they come from there to aid her.
Huh.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm not the best person to ask about lore.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's
Volibear.
It's all wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have a mid-v jungle. 2v2 right here. Although Thresh is
here.
in the neighborhood. Oh, let's see here. Yone is gonna go in. Thresh showing up unexpectedly though. The hook does go wide, but there it is. Detective Purple really pushing the envelope right there, dealing a lot of damage to this Yone.
Yeah, and I will say great snapback from Yone, recognizing the hook was coming, snapping back. Does end up losing the flash, but great roam timing from Thresh to be there to back up, knowing that they're there ahead, and they get a flash mid for free, and that's dangerous. Vex still holding on to the flash, and Volibear will have flashback pretty soon, and mid could be a place they can look to attack now.
Absolutely. I gotta say big ups to SHSU for slowing this game down, really giving them the opportunity to, stay in it, learn from the fight. Things aren't happening as fast, and I think that's only going to benefit them in this game.
Yeah, and we saw last game, they can team fight really well.
Yes.
Even when behind 10,000 gold, they're good at team fighting. So now we may get to see what they'll do in an even game state, which is, I think, what they want to do. They want to get the game to the team fighting stage with an even game state.
Oh, but here we go. The Vi coming in on Detective Purple. The flash forward with the Ignite as well. Whoa, Detective Purple wants to trade 1-for-1, but will not be able to. Great timing from Loudcloud.
Yeah, we got a game on our hands. 1-1 now. Gold close.
Yes.
And great W. Gets the level up on Yone also to avoid dying. And now we just talked about the flash advantage in mid, and Vi rightfully seeing that and coming to punish and evening up that mid lane now. So both flashless, but Ignite still on Yone.
Absolutely. And look at this. SHU come to play. Oh, this Cho'Gath in some trouble right here. Can they play DDR as one will have to with these tentacles right here? I think one more slap and then they're free. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, they're good.
That got a little spooky for a second.
Indeed, it did. SHSU also, though, taking that dragon.
Yeah, both games first dragon. They do a good job of when they get any kind of early play of punishing and getting that dragon. And I love this roam from Annie. I love them bringing Annie up here around the time that they're looking at the Rift Herald. Noticeably, they didn't use Vile when they ganked mid and got the kill on Vex, so that's still an option to be used.
Yeah.
Thresh is matching, though.
Gonna trade a little bit, but mostly these are coming out in Vex's favor, at the moment at least.
Yeah, one thing to notice, and it's harder now because Lost Chapter is on the Vex, but when you're a mana-less champion, one thing you always want to do is force champions with mana to trade, because you eat through their resources a lot faster than your own. But now the Vex has that Lost Chapter, it's a lot harder to eat through her mana pool and really punish that from her.
Yes. Absolutely. Boy, this bot lane has been, like, the supports have just been like, all right, you guys farm, we're going to go make plays somewhere else. But it's just a nice sort of handshake to, roam the world and have a bit of a walkabout.
Yeah, Cho'Gath actually doing really well farming in this top lane too. We do see he might be the victim of an attack soon from 3 players on Silent Assassins, but is farming well.
Yeah, definitely possible, but this just goes to show how much they believe they need to take down this Cho'Gath. They really wanted to work, but look at that double knockup right there. Really, really good. Spirit pulled out a Cho'Gath right there. The flay from the Thresh as well, but a flash away. Ty Axe is able to get out of there. Oh my God, it trades a kill as well. Oh, bring
Loud
more people
Cloud.
next time.
Loud Cloud, right place, right time, 2 times in a row. Both solo lanes this game look like they're going to have a situation. Oh, we might have a little fight in the river here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is not going to be a
Annie.
1v1. Annie is walking around the corner. Thresh is here as well. That's going to be the ult being used. We've got Lantern from the Thresh, but the flash forward, oh my God! That was brilliant timing, but a massive Yone ult right there! LS Gaming taking the kill.
It's a heist. He's in, he's out, he's got the bag.
That was
Right back to mid lane.
incredible right there. Absolutely brilliant. SHSU wants us to get a game 3.
Yeah, uh-oh, 80 carry 1v1.
Yeah, Rockets on Jinx right here. Okay, we've got the zap as well. All right, I actually love this fight. This is awesome. Walking a little bit far forward. That's going to be the Caitlyn ult. Will she survive it? That's the heal. Whoa, more mana on the Jinx. Someone's going to be roaming down. Who is that? That's Thresh. Volibear Caitlyn is going to have to run away. Okay.
It's the heal, though. Does have to use the flasher. Does have to flash the wall from Linda. But I love this. 80 carry 1v1 honor duel.
Dude, my brain broke for a second at that. I was like, wait a second. We don't see this, like, ever. They had pretty... I guess one had more AD, one had more attack speed. But that was a really, really interesting fight.
Yeah, I did like that. But notice me one thing I want to talk about this game as opposed to last game is last game both solo lanes got set in bad positions, and then Silent Assassins was able to double down on those advantages, and push it. This game, both times it's happened, Loud Cloud has shown up to that solo lane and set it back to an even state or an advantage state, much like in this top lane, and that's hugely good job. That's what you always want out of your jungler is, hey, you don't always have to make the craziest plays, but if you can at least keep the game state up and get us to an advantage, that's perfect. And great buy play so far.
Absolutely, and I'm just glancing at farm across across the lanes right here, and everything is pretty close. Jinx has got the most substantial lead on the map right now, but yeah, just like you were saying, no one is really running away with a situation just yet. Nice spirit pull here from Alawi. Don't know exactly what that move is called, but we all know what it does. Dragon's up. Very likely our next fight.
Dragon is up, and a lot of fun abilities. I will say Cho'Gath finally getting pretty tanky in this top lane. Finally able to walk up and not get beat to death by tentacles, which is very nice.
100%. That's going to be some more damage from this alive, but already in the interesting situation of not wanting to stick around and fight the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, you get dangerous. Anytime you get below that halfway mark on your health, you have to worry about the Cho'Gath. Oh, nice trade.
Very nice trade.
You always have to worry about the E. It is on cooldown right now, but if you're not tracking that cooldown, if you're in this situation, it's like, can he flash it? Can he walk up and just bite me?
Right. And great. The knockup from Cho'Gath is a great response to that tentacle pull from Alawi. You know exactly where they're going to be. The animation's long enough that you're going to get the knockup as well. So, really hats off. Look at this. Thresh coming around the back line. Jinx is here as well. Okay, no hook lands just yet. Volibear too. They're just testing the waters. This dragon's up. They don't want to give it away easily.
Yeah, Cho'Gath's on the way.
Ooh, yes. Alawi does not have teleport and is going back to top lane, so they could find themselves outmatched. Or Silent Assassins could find themselves outmatched by SHSU. We'll see. Mostly the camera wants us to see people farming in the mid lane. But now we cut down to the
lot of
dragon.
vision here for Silent Assassins.
Which is
lot
great.
of vision in there. Yeah, it's amazing. They don't have teleport on Alawi, and it may be a call to give this dragon, even though second dragon, obviously, you don't want to give a 2-0 lead, especially to a team when you're the scaling team. You don't want a team to be able to stack those dragons on you early, but SHSU is just setting this up so well. The Rift mid to get priority. Cho'Gath, though, will have to return top.
That was really close. Jinx, if Jinx didn't have a speed up right there, I don't know if they get out of that knockup. Maybe that's a fight.
This, they're going to have to make a decision at this dragon soon because Alawi is onto the tower in top lane.
Yeah, and I think maybe what they're trying to do is just slow them down so that Alawi gets more time on the tower, able to
Ooh, that's going to be a tier
down.
1.
Yeah, tier 1, and I mean, this is just the second dragon. It's not the worst thing in the world to give it up, and it looks like that's exactly what Silent Assassins is going to be doing. Is they're going to say, hey, you take that one.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I kind of like it. I understand from both sides why they would do what they're doing. For SHSU, they're saying they have a Jinx, they want to scale, we want to pick up a dragon, so they have to fight us earlier in the game. You know, we want to force them to group. And on the side of Silent Assassins, they're like, gold is more important to us right now. We want to get the tower. We want
Detective Purple in a bit of trouble right here. Yone dropping everything. That's going to be the Ignite as well. One more will do it. And LS Gaming now having the advantage in the lane.
Oh my goodness, the shoe's on the other foot this game as LS giving a little bit of the medicine back to Detective Purple that he got in the first game. You love to see both mid laners excitedly going for solo kills and scrapping like that.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, we're seeing that, you know, both of them have the ability to capitalize on an advantage. I think both teams much more even this game, and so we're going to have to see, like, all right, we saw how Silent Assassins operated when they just need to expand a lead, right? Now, what can they do to create it first? Because it came a little bit easier in game 1.
Yeah, we're in a dead even game state. As I say that, of course, it ticked up. Right now, I think you're in a situation of you have a lot of gold onto your allowed. Completed the Black Cleaver. That lane should be strong. Rift Herald 2 is going to spawn before too long. I think you look to try and force a fight up there. You have a strong port in Alawi. If you get them to walk into you, that's good. And meanwhile, for the Jinx, you just want to keep getting gold. You just want to keep Jinx isolated, getting gold as much as you can. She's got a 30 CS lead. She's got a bounty from farming. She's going to be a menace in the late game. You just need to keep getting her there.
Absolutely. Alawi maybe being a little bit of a trap right here. Let's see the ult get dropped down. They're going to get Silence knocked up. Volibear is going to come in. But even with that, nice Jinx rocket does come on target. But right now, you're going to need a lot more than that to stop the powerhouse that is Tai Axe. That's going to be a flash forward. That's going to be the kill from Loud Cloud. 2-0.
Yeah, very importantly there, they never let Alawi hit with the tentacles in the ult. She got to summon.
Oh my god. Okay, Detective Purple really wants revenge. Can they get it? Yes, but it might be at the cost of their life.
Axe gets that one. Cho'Gath was there. But yeah, like I was saying, they do an excellent job. The silence into the knockup into the Vi ult. Alawi never gets to hit them with the tentacles. So what looked like it could be a bait in a great situation turns into, oh wait, now I'm Volibear stuck here and my top laner just got one shot in the enemy jungle. And that's just an excellent job by SHSU this game. Making a play when it looked like it could be a setup for Silent Assassins and keeping them at arm's length, keeping to snowballing their lead.
Absolutely. Yeah, this, oh, sorry. Paused for a second here because I almost didn't recognize the lane because we finally, for the first time, have the supports back into the bot lane right now. Oh, that Zap's starting to deal a little bit more damage from Jinx, too. People are getting stronger.
Yeah, and though this game isn't a situation where Cho'Gath and Vi are very strong, the Bash brothers, or Bash brother and sister in top lane, very powerful. Jinx is also scaling very well. The dangerous part is...
Oh my god, they stopped that Rift Herald.
Wow, they actually did kill that before.
I haven't seen that happen in a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, actually.
That's huge. They get to keep their mid tower.
Yeah, that's massive. The mid tower doesn't go over. That gives them a lot of safety, especially when you're pushing for vision, things like that. It's really important to have. And also, no local gold over. You know, there's no gold coming from that Rift Herald. They get the gold from killing it, but it's only a couple hundred.
Yeah. Oh, Detective Purple. All right. Had
good
the
use of the
response
fear.
pretty handily. Is that Yone trying to trade?
My only worry right now is that probably the worst case scenario for gold on the team for Jinx is for the top half of the map to have all the gold, right?
Yes.
for
Very
Vi,
true.
Yone, Cho'Gath to have it, because those are the people who are going to try and kill Jinx, and unfortunately, those are the people with the gold.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really know what the response to this meaty Cho'Gath is just yet. The Vi is just going to point and click, you know, ult. Okay, we've got a bit of a fight happening right here. That is going to be nice. The Alawi ult got 4 tentacles, slapping away on the spirit right there. Pretty reasonably played from both of them. Cho'Gath walking away, Alawi dropping everything, trying to get as much damage as they can.
Yeah, and Alawi ult isn't a crazy long cooldown, so I think it's okay to use it like that to try to just get an advantage in lane, but we do see...
Yep, absolutely. The flash away from the Alawi, dodging the Yone ult, but a great roam here from LS Gaming.
Yeah, and that's important. Yone's top side, he has Ignite,
Oh, wait, they're
not
really
teleport.
going for this, pulling the spirit as well. They say they still want this fight to go on, and wow, that's so close.
That soul
Cho'Gath.
hit.
Yeah, they just need to not get hit. Rocket's going, but it's not going to connect.
Does not connect, but
Third
it's
dragon.
important that Yone was up there. Does not have teleport.
Ooh, teleport coming in from the Alawi. Okay, let's see the full health Alawi in here. Annie's got the charge, or the stun charged up right there. Let's see Vi over the wall, ready at the blast cone. Okay, spirit being pulled. Vi's coming across as well. Let's see who they go for. They're gonna ult onto. Is that the Jinx? It's not. It's Detective Purple. Vi has been taken down. Now hold on, the dragon is still up. Yone coming over the wall as well. This Cho'Gath is massive. Detective Purple trying to get to the back line, trying to get there. They do get the kill. Oh my god, this dragon is so low. Jinx actually secures the dragon, and now, oh, the flash right onto the traps. The Jinx does it. Oh shit, wait, you may have gone too far. LS Gaming, this is a Yone, a good flash away. A double kill for the Jinx. I didn't even see how Cho'Gath got into that fight. Was there enough time for him to walk from base?
I think it teleported. His teleport's pretty close cooldown. But what a fight. There's so much of that fight I thought was turning back and forth where I was like, oh no, the Vi's dead instantly, but then, oh my gosh, they can't kill the Cho'Gath too. Oh my gosh, Jinx is gonna get all the shutdowns. And Jinx is very strong now. She did good damage in that fight, but also is gonna come out of that with a lot of gold to spend.
100%. She's just going to collect these jungle camps. She has not backed yet, so we've yet to see what she turns this gold into. Those Raptors kind of causing her a little bit of trouble, but what can you do? You're low health ADC at the moment.
Yep,
but
and
that was a hella close fight.
Yeah, and we see Yone does not have teleport, so when they make the play on top, expertly called by Silent Assassins, they say, hey, Alawi, immediately TP into the dragon. We know you'll get here before anyone on SHSU can get in here. And they force a situation where Vi has to go into the pit blind to try to get a steal on the dragon, and thus they're not synced up on their dive onto Jinx. They don't have everyone ready with the Vi to go in.
Well said, and they're still down on gold. Believe it or not, Silent Assassins is down on gold right now. Okay, Alawi. We've seen this story before. They've got the Cho'Gath Alawi duel down to a perfect dance. Oh, looks like a zap hit. Oh, a second one hit. Hold on here. Jinx really going to make something happen. Switching to rockets. Okay, all right, we've got a fight up here in the top lane. That's going to be Hook landing onto the Annie. Whoa, absolutely popped. And we don't see it, but off screen, Jinx is able to kill Caitlyn.
Yeah, killing the bot lane, that's huge. Jinx on that Infinity Edge, so dangerous now. If you get hit with a zap, it's going to be a Baron.
Oh my god, they're going for it. The big purple snake, but Vi is here. Vi's still really strong. Cho'Gath is really strong too. Yone, decently strong as well. These three could cause trouble for the team, but can they 3v5? I have no idea. Loud Cloud looking for an angle in here. Cho'Gath tossing spells over the wall. Okay, Jinx
Yone
here
no
now
teleport.
as well. Okay, absolutely. Cho'Gath now being the target. Detective Purple going over the wall. Ty Axe looks like is going to get taken down by the Jinx. Now they're going to turn onto the Vi here. Thresh keeping him occupied. Look at that. Going in, even dropped the smite. But that was everything. Oh my god. And they get the Baron. What a turn. 10-10 now.
Yeah, this game just got really crazy. Jinx, 100% online now. 5 kills is going to base with a lot of gold. They do get the Baron. They have a dragon. They've stopped the dragon stacking. And so far, Silent Assassins has weathered the storm early. A lot of shutdowns given back over. Yone does get the bot tower during that. And it's unfortunate circumstance. If Yone was pathing bot, doesn't have the teleport. So once that Baron started, wasn't able to get top, decided to just take the tower, get the gold. It does net him his Infinity Edge, which is a big power spike for Yone in coming team fights, but Jinx very strong now.
Ooh. Got some armor pen. Ready to, the answer of who's going to be able to cut through this Cho'Gath and this Vi. I think Jinx is saying, looks like I'm going to have to be the one to do that.
Yeah, she's fully ready for that. Caitlyn's still working on that Infinity Edge herself. We'll have to see what they can do with the Cho'Gath, Vi, and Yone right now. That's really the power point still for SHSU, but with the Baron, it can be very hard. Dragon spawning in 1 minute.
Ooh, Thresh going over the wall. Might want this to happen, but ends up pushing just Loud Cloud away for a short time. They'll be able to come back.
Yeah, and taking stock of kind of the situation of the game. Item power points, right? Both mid laners essentially on 2 completed items. Top lane, Cho'Gath is working on that 3rd item and is stacking the Hearthsteel now. That's really important. Cho'Gath's going to get a lot bigger. It's getting a lot more stacks eating stuff. Quick trade.
Yeah,
but
a little bit of a knock-up.
Yeah, it's the race between how fast could Cho'Gath stack, but just how fast could Jinx get to 6 items.
Here's the charge up. Vi going forward, but really nice CC coming out from the Vex. There it is, responding in kind with the Vi ult. Still going to go forward. Linda trying to come forward and actually deal that damage, but oh my god, the Vex ult being used. They get the kill. A trade 1-for-1. Smooth moves from Detective Purple.
Yeah, Detective Purple, very good in both of the last games.
Oh my god, that zap. Jinx has been so on point with that zap.
Yeah, really, and it hurts now. 3 items almost completed on the Jinx. Cho'Gath almost getting a tier 2 here.
Ty Axe has been playing out of his mind this game. An absolute terror up in the top lane. Although, is this a caster curse? Maybe. Oh, no, Annie here. Let's see if they're able to turn the tide. The flash forward. Oh, the Annie ult misses by just a hair right there. And whoa, Annie deleted by Alawi.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
In the meantime, Linda does pick up that inner turret and gets a lot of damage onto the inhibitor.
And Thresh flanking Ty. A flash over the wall, but not before the Spirit Pull lands. And Thresh Hook as well. Clean collapse.
Very clean. And during all that, a second Infernal Drake going over to the side of Silent Assassins. Good job cleaning that up. It's a weird situation. Caitlyn gets a really nice push mid and is able to clean up a tower, get a lot of damage onto that inhib turret. But in the meantime, a couple kills get picked up. But gold relatively still very close. Cho'Gath gets the inner top also and completes Thornmail.
Nice, just eating up those Caitlyn shots. Oh, that headshot did a lot of damage, though. Do not forget about the scaling Caitlyn either.
Yeah, she's on the Infinity Edge now and a Zeal, so those crits hurt now. And we're 2-2 in Dragons. The game's relatively close in Gold. Jinx is the crux of the game right now. The whole game plan is protect Jinx and kill Jinx for both teams.
Yes, very much so. And whoever is able to pull that off will very likely be walking away with the win for at least the fight, if not the game.
Yeah, and this is the time when players like Detective Purple can really show up, right? All the attention is going to be on the Jinx. This is Vex's chance to, if you get in, if you're able to snipe somebody, kill the Caitlyn, turn a fight while they're all on Jinx, it can win the game and vice versa, right? If we can see the Caitlyn take over a fight while everyone is focused on, protecting the Jinx, Caitlyn a lot of times will get to free hit in these fights.
Absolutely. And some other notable things to look out for, I think a crucial Annie ult could also be game-changing, and not for nothing, but Yone as well. There's a lot of potential for just... There's a lot of, I think, a surprising amount. I don't look at SHSU's comp and think Wombo combo, but it is there. They've got a lot of CC. They've got a lot of major abilities to layer over each other.
Absolutely. I mean, an Annie ult into a Yone ult could very easily turn a fight instantly. And as we saw earlier with the Alawi, they have the CC that if someone's caught, they can get repeatedly CC'd and not have a chance to even use ability.
Absolutely. We're seeing a little bit of a standoff up here, the top side of the map. Baron coming back in 38 seconds. Just
Oh.
kill teams roaming around. There it is. Vex going for the assassination, not able to pull it off. Linda, the Sivir of last game, who pulled off so many great escapes, able to get out of that one as well.
A very nice buffering of the Caitlyn net so that even when Vex lands, Caitlyn's already moving backwards, sidestepping the second ability of Vex there. Very well played by Linda, but a great attempt by Purple. That's what you want to find. You want to find the enemy AD carry alone like that, get an assassination right before the Baron spawns. You're gonna get to see them jockeying for position around here now.
Absolutely, yep. Baron is going to be the focus of both teams. They know that's where the fight is to be had. If anyone's looking for a scrap, they'll be sure to find him. Was that from one zap?
She was a little bit injured there. That is a flash out of Jinx.
Ooh, that's worth it. Yone just scaring Jinx a little bit. Okay, Cho'Gath walking up. Tai is absolutely massive right now. Everyone's in this choke point a little bit. Volibear going to dive into the backline, but look at this. Diving into the backline as well is Yone onto Detective Purple. Almost able to take them out. Vi now onto the Jinx, but Jinx able to overcome the Vi. Now showing up to the rest of the fight. Can Jinx save their team? It's a 1v3. They actually get the kill. They get another kill, but still, SHSU is going to come out on top. The Annie of all people left standing in the ruins.
It is huge. So much happening, but you see both teams completely dedicated to their game plans. Kill the Jinx and protect the Jinx, and Annie's the only one standing at the end of the fight, but oh my gosh, could you ask for a closer game?
I really don't think that we could. I kind of feel like Annie lived through that because exactly of what you were saying, of just like, okay, everyone's got someone else that they're trying to track and follow that Annie just kind of got forgotten about. And lucky for Annie, because that ended up being crucial. Dude, that last crit from Jinx was crazy. Jinx shows up in a 1v3 and is able to get 2 of those kills. Absolutely wild.
Yeah, and we're 2 dragons to 2 dragons at 32 minutes, and there's 200 gold separating these teams. That's insane.
And Dragon is coming up right now. We're going to watch that whole fight. Round 2 coming up soon.
Yeah, Jinx just bought a Bloodthirster. That's a huge buy for this fight. Flash is still gone for it, though. There's still Flash on Yone and the Vi. So they do still have the tools to dive the Jinx. Jinx will need to stack this Bloodthirster a little bit before the fight.
And if anybody gets picked right now, that could be the whole fight. Cho'Gath up in the top lane. He's got the teleport. He's got teleport, and not for nothing, but Flash as well. Last fight, Yone took out Detective Purple. Okay, they're starting this Dragon right here.
They're gonna burn this so
Burn
fast.
it really, really quickly. They get it. That's the Dragon. Will the fight continue? Is it worth it? Let's see if they can catch them on their way out of the jungle. If Silent Assassins are gonna be caught by SHSU. No, it looks like everyone disperses into the night, going back to lane assignments. Hold on, inside track found here by SHSU.
Yeah.
Nope,
Looks like they're just going to let the wave go. They do have Baron access now, though, which Silent Assassins is going to answer this wave, but it is first access to the Baron. And
listen, this is SHSU. They don't shy away from literally any objective. They're just going to go for it. They're burning it down fast. Hold on a second. Silent Assassins are running to it. They do have an idea. Rocket hits. Oh my God! Flash over from Dollar Tree. They're not even going to try and pinch the Volibear.
Cho'Gath's thinking about it.
They're thinking about it. There's the lantern, though. Wow, cheeky from both teams.
They say, I see your dragon, and I will raise you a Baron. This game is going the full distance. And you know what's crazy? There's potential for a third one.
I know. Okay, so here's the thing. It's going to come down to how this Baron is executed, right? They need to use it to crack the base. They need to use it. I mean, they've got the gold advantage right now, but, you know, gold at a certain point, ironically, becomes worthless once everyone's full build. So you're going to have to fucking lean on these gold advantages while you've got the opportunity to. God, Jinx has just bought a stopwatch.
I was just going to say, Deathcap finished on the Vex. They have the stopwatch on Jinx, which is so vital, because now when the Vial comes through, you're able to stopwatch that and sort of stop the chain of CC on yourself a little bit.
Right.
But noticing, Caitlyn is almost on 4 items, and she cannot be ignored at this point. We've gotten through that little valley in the mid game that Caitlyn has, and we're at the point now where if Caitlyn's left alone, she will eat Volibear and Alawi up.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely true. All right, we're having a little kerfuffle. These top laners checking each other out, seeing who can do the deal of damage. Oh my god, Yone here potentially getting picked. Maybe we're seeing picks on opposite sides of the map right now. Yone in a lot of trouble. Can't do the 2v1, understandably so.
Yeah, they do dedicate resources bot though, and we do see a little bit of a push in the mid lane now.
Absolutely, this tower's pretty low as well. Oh my god, Vex going for it. That's the ult, a lot of damage trying to pop it, and they get the kill. Jinx now excited, able to rain down hell and rockets. A flash from Loudcrowd, but that crit from Jinx, a 3 for nothing, and long death timers. Maybe they'll pinch this Cho'Gath up here. But this is gonna take at least 3 minutes to kill something this size.
Oh my gosh, Cho'Gath!
Oh my god!
Cho'Gath!
Goodbye, Alawi. Hold on a second, though. Vex walking really close. That might be a little bit too close. A forced flash away. The knock up there. The flash forward. A double kill. Hold on a second. Who are the real carries here? Oh my god.
Cho'Gath may have just saved the game. If Cho'Gath gets picked there and they don't trade anything back, there's potential for a really bad push. But because Cho'Gath's able to get the inhibitor tower and kill both solo laners, now Silent Assassins can't really do anything with the picks they got mid.
Oh my god. Vega, I want to talk about responsibility, okay? Because as this game goes on, each player is becoming increasingly clear what their responsibilities are. Yone, in both of these fights, has tried to take out Detective Purple. Vi has gone straight for Jinx, and TyAxe's job is just to be a goddamn nuisance. He is so hard to take down, so much AoE, the knockups, the silences, and that execute. I mean, where did Alawi go?
Yeah, and Cho'Gath is movie monster status now, and one thing about those extended fights with Cho'Gath that's so unfortunate is he's stacking the Hearthsteel the whole time. More autos, more Hearthsteel stacks. And you see the Sunfire, it's at 93 damage a tick right now.
Oh, God. That's so much.
That is not, yeah, if you're an AD carry and Cho'Gath is standing on you, you're going to take damage. Now, this dragon is 40 seconds away, and Cho'Gath's top. Now, we saw last time, Silent Assassins burned it within seconds.
Yes, absolutely. They've got the possibility. Okay. Oh, Vex is really thinking about it. Detective Purple wants it. You know they've got the fingers for it. Okay, walking
Great
in, clearing
job.
vision. Look at this. Yone could potentially flank around. Okay. Teleport coming in.
I like this. Bring the Cho'Gath early.
Are here. Absolutely. You don't want anyone showing up late. That's a flash away. Here we go. Cho'Gath is so fucking big. Get the Jigs to the back line. Protect them. They've got the
Get
GA.
her out of there.
They will be safe for at least a time.
Ooh, Linda getting very aggressive.
Great pull right there. Get a little bit of damage. Bring those tentacles into the pit. Cho'Gath able to knock up 3 people. That's a massive one right there. Hold on to you, Daniel. We called about it. We talked it. There's the other ult as well. So much damage being dropped down. The tentacles too. Slapping everywhere. Alawi actually. Oh my god. Jinx isn't dead either. Oh shit, hold on. This is the 1v1, the Jinx versus the Cho'Gath. She's got the crits, she's got the hits, the zap lands onto the Kate. She's slowed, but they're gonna turn to the dragon. They can't decide what they want. They've got vision in that bush. They can hit them. The auto attacks can land. That's a great zap right there. TyAxe looking quite low. That's it. That's them dead. The Cho'Gath gone. They turn to the dragon. Okay, they're waiting for it. They're not going for it. They get it. They get the kill. Beautiful patience from both teams right there. A masterclass in team fighting.
That is a 4 Infernal Drake, Infernal Soul onto a fed Jinx. Jinx is living the dream right now. That fight engage was insane, but the crucial part is Jinx escapes the engage and is able to free hit over that wall, over the river. And you see, she deals so much damage. If Jinx is not focused out, there's 0 chance in the fight for SHSU.
Yeah. 100%. You know, that first engage, which I believe was 3-man Cho'Gath knockup into an anti-ult stun, into, I believe, Yone ult as well. I might be wrong, but
yes, it was.
Okay, wonderful. Everything was being dropped on that choke point, and the very fact that the people that came out of that was Alawi for one, which is crazy. I guess that means that the volley bear got 100-0'd pretty quick. But it was absolutely remarkable.
I hope you liked it.
Yeah.
Because we're about to see it again.
Oh my god, Annie going for it. Vex lands. There's the ult. Just a hit squad.
Yeah, and the Baron is up now. We do see a couple pieces of SHSU coming over, looking to perhaps contest this.
Okay, using
It
the
is
rocket
so hard for
forward.
Cho'Gath to get
Look
on
where
Jinx.
Yone is. Yone is behind. They might not know it. Okay, Jinx is now aware of it. That's going to be the ult. It does hit the Jinx right here. They're trying to assassinate her, but she's living for now. Okay, that's the GA being popped for both of them. Yone, Tyax, quite low right here. They're going to have to back off. Oh my god, the zap lands. Oh my god, Jinx gets the shutdown. Now it's a 2v2 right here. 2v1, Caitlyn the target. A 1-for-1, a quadra kill for Jinx, and now Alawi, the last one alive in the fight.
Linda clutches up there, switches targets onto the Jinx and gets the kill. And most importantly, Jinx's GA is now down. There's no GA on that Jinx. There's no flash or heal.
Huge, excellent point. And that is just going to become, honestly, that could be the game if they're able to pick their target selections carefully. That was a wild flank that Yone had right there, able to get a massive ult onto that Jinx. Anything you can do to prevent Jinx from getting auto attacks, and we're seeing just how strong it is. Listen, as long as Jinx has one person to stem the tide, we saw what Alawi and Jinx did together. It's absolutely crucial that you take Jinx out of the fight, or you might just lose.
Yeah, there's only so many of those creative paths you can find into the fight. Yone notably having to use their own GA there just to get the GA of Jinx. And we know Cho'Gath's weakness. He doesn't have any dashes. He doesn't have any way to close the distance onto Jinx. So if the team peels correctly, Cho'Gath can't get there.
Look what Jinx just did, Vega.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Jinx with the Zhonya's late, saying, I know my GA's down. All I have to do is live. I have 4 Infernal Drakes. Buys a Zhonya's to involve the engage here. This is insanely good. I love this.
What a player. I mean, this is a player who knows exactly what the point is. It's not just about doing the damage. It's about living long enough to be able to do it. And the Baron, the focus, again, they're going to try and burn it down. This could be dangerous. The teleport coming in. Oh, they are in that choke point right there. Jinx trying to be very careful about where they are. Okay, the stun, the anti-stun does land onto the Jinx. That's the Zhonya being used right there. Loud Cloud close enough to use the ult, but is not able to use it just yet. And Jinx able to live in the pit. They are cutting down people. 3 for nothing, and they get the Baron as well. Oh my god.
Did Cho'Gath? Did the TP get canceled?
Wait, what happened to the teleport? Wait, what?
The TP is down, but I'm not sure what happened.
How? What happened to the teleport?
Okay, you keep up. I'm gonna go back.
Go back. What? That is crazy. Also, but the fact that they have Infernal Soul on such a high damage composition, this is exactly what the Jinx want. Hook lands onto the Cho'Gath. Let's watch for 8 minutes as it takes to take down this Cho'Gath. Although I'll say this speaks to how much damage is in the game right now. That they are able to cut through Cho'Gath relatively easily, as long as they've got their whole team there and they're not fighting anyone else. 18-2-5. This Jinx is on fire. Pushing down here, bottom lane. They've got Baron empowered minions. They've got Infernal Soul.
Oh!
Dude, what happened?
Okay. He misclicks a TP onto a minion right next to him.
Oh!
That has just happened to the best of us.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Well, the game is not over yet. The game is not over yet.
But certainly it's not.
Oh. Hold on one second.
Well.
Okay, yep. It's a little classic spectator.
Oh my
god.
Mash.
So much damage being done here. This Jinx is on fire right now. Still has the Zhonyas. Has not decided to sell it just yet. Super reasonable. Jinx, a little bit excited.
I mean, last fight, it was huge. Oh.
That headshot.
Caitlyn hurts too.
Caitlyn hurts a lot too as well. What a Yone ult! Massive, getting 3 people as well, chasing down the Jinx. They're able to get that kill. Yone snapping back, and Caitlyn taken out by the Alawi, but still so much damage. Cho'Gath here. Okay, Vex.
I don't know if you want
Vex
that.
is gonna go in. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The execute tie is massive. Absolutely huge. This is a nail biter of a game. Back and forth. Every single champion is a hero. Just the full main character syndrome for everyone right here. Okay, Yone going in for the 1v1. They will have to snap back. Taking care of this wave. Elder's up. Elder's in the game now. Whichever team gets that dragon is going to win. That's my assumption.
First access here for Silent Assassins. They will get to move towards it, get their vision first.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime there's a big objective like this and Cho'Gath in the game, it is so dangerous because Cho'Gath's eat at this point is more than likely larger than Smite.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a 50-50, you always worry about Cho'Gath's ability. And
That's
Jinx
true.
just spawned.
They got to run over there. Still 7 seconds on the Vex. This actually could very easily be SHSU. Yeah, you don't have the poke there just yet. I think you're going to have to use a Thresh Lantern to get them there closer. They're starting to burn through it. About a third down on the Elders. Silent Assassins gathering their forces.
Vex is not here
Caitlyn
yet.
showing up as well. Okay, down to a third, too. Yone going forward, trying to stop him. That's the threshold being used. Oh my god, blue team gets it. SHSU gets it. They've got the Elder. Do they have the damage? Jinx trying to free hit from the back line. Oh my god, the Vi's going in. Yone's been going down. He's going to resurrect. Can they do it? They've still got the Elder buff, but they are so big. The health bars are massive. Ty Axe, hold on a second. He goes down against Elder. Against all odds, Silent Assassins wins the fight and very likely the game. Holy shit!
Holy moly, they say you can take the Elder, will take the game, and just like that, the Jinx comes up clutch 23-10. An absolute hard carry performance out of the Jinx, and oh my gosh, we're only 1,000 gold apart, 46 minutes into this game, and that is gonna be it.
Oh my god! You just do not see fights like that all the time. This game, egg on our face for saying the game was gonna be slower this time around. That was a fucking bangerang of a game.
It was a slow burn. The beginning, not as much action, but it made up for it in the end. Oh my gosh, what a game.
I am flabbergasted. I am just, once they got, all right, so, it sucks that the client does this,
Another
but
friend.
also, thank you so much, RBTDVL, Cthulhu, Uncopable, thank you guys so much for the follows. The game was just melting my mind. I didn't say anything while we were playing, but absolutely incredible. You do not see the team with Elder getting outfought there, and it went all the way back to the character we had been talking about this entire game, to that Jinx, able to survive on the back line, able to free hit. Dude, I really thought SHSU was going to win the game after they got that dragon.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. And looking at the stats here at the end, it's underrated, but a lot of times in those big piles at the end, Alawi was dealing a lot of damage also.
Yes.
56,000, only 7,000 damage less than Jinx in that game.
Yeah, really. I mean, just really, truly wild, the story that is told by these graphs. Vex as well, fucking pumping. Yeah, sorry, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Okay, wait. So the spectator client closes when the game ends, and then you have to open it back up. So it goes black for a sec. Elder's up, and I'm thinking, all right, whoever gets this Elder is going to win the game off of it. The fact that they got it and they still chose to fight, that Silent Assassin said, no, we need to go in. The fight's happening. We can't shy away from this. Oh.
Yeah, what a game. What a game. I'm a little bit at a loss for words at how good that game was. And the Zhonya's buy.
Oh, the Zhonya's buy.
I'm so glad you pointed it out because I didn't notice it, but that's such a crazy tech, and it wins the Baron fight for them because she gets dogpiled. They're able to Zhonya's it,
yes,
and then immediately go back to turn around. She gets excited while in the Zhonya's.
Yes. Oh my god. So good. Just absolutely wild. All right, let's see if we can do a quick let's see if we can do a quick interview right here. I mean, any other highlights for you from this? Oh my god, that's right. Actually, that's a really good point.
Please send us Jinx. Because I have so many questions about the Zhonya's, about
yes, dude.
Just the whole game. I mean, the adaptation for both teams in Game 2 was so good. It was an absolute slugfest. I mean, you really got to see some creative things in the game. Gosh, I mean, that's the best game we've casted together, I think, easily.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Gosh, my
you
adrenaline is like through the roof.
dude. Economy, man. This
Nah,
is
you are right.
yeah, dude. This is where dreams are made. High octane fights, if you like that. And while we wait to see if they'll hop into community, we pull you.
Oh, he's down there. He's down there.
Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. All right. Welcoming to the stage. Oh my god, the jinx of the game. Is it KG? Also, you're muted. Just as a heads up. Maybe you're muted because of a... Hold on, let's see. No, I don't think it's...
I don't think it's server view. I don't think.
No, it's not. It's not. All right. Well, they're fiddling around with that.
Oh, he says no perms to speak in Twitch chat.
Oh, hold on one second.
Just kidding. You're not allowed to speak yet.
Just kidding.
Just hold on. Just wait a minute, everybody. We're gonna get to it.
You know, we don't do everything right. Okay. I think you should have it now. I don't know why that is. You have the role. Here, let's give you this role. All right, try and unmute yourself. See if that works. Maybe not still. All right. Well, let's see. I'm not technically savvy here. When I right-click on you, it doesn't seem like...
It's gonna be able to. I mean, my role's only free agent, and I can talk.
Yeah. No, and I don't see anything that is... Anywho. All right, well, I have no idea why you can't talk, and that is a terrible shame. If there's another more savvy Discord admin, please feel free to hop in and try and solve this, but let's see.
Could we jump community and just do that real fast?
That's a great idea, dude. Wait, can he talk in community? All right, he can talk in community. All right.
There we go.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
I mean, fucking, what a wild game. Vega, go for it, dude.
Okay, so I have a little bit of insider info. And I know that you were not an AD carry main coming into this season. So I want to know what happened that now you're just an AD carry god, and how did it feel to be Jinx with 4 Infernal Souls? Or 4 Infernal Dragon Soul?
Well, my jungler, Detective Purple, about a week ago said that he wanted to either play support or mid, but we've got two other people aside from him fighting over the support role. So without like benching anybody, I was like, I think we throw Dollar Tree headset into the jungle, which is what he'll play in solo queue, and then put Cryptic back in support, which is what he played last season, and then have Detective Purple in mid. Our 3 best mechanical players are myself, I'm Icy, and Perp. So I was like, if we just have all of us on 3 carry roles, hopefully we'll start winning some games, because we're 0-2 before this week.
Dude, wait, so you guys completely moved your team around from last week to this week?
Yes, because I was like, I don't know. So Cryptic thinks if we would drop down to 0-3, we'd still have a chance at playoffs. But I was like, I think we need to make like a crazy move. We need to try something different because I don't want to drop down to 0-3.
Dude.
So I was like, I'll go to 80 carry and.
Well, we felt that that fervor and that desire to win in these games because you guys, I mean, game 2 was so much of a back and forth, and you guys really just white knuckling held on to the game, and you were just waiting. Was the whole plan just always wait for Jinx to scale?
Yeah, I told them in Champ Select, I was like, Cryptic, you can pick whatever you want to pick, but I'm getting 10 CS per minute, and I'm gonna get big. And then
Okay,
that
so-
happened, and then we started losing early, and I was like, I'm so strong. Please, let's just team fight.
All right, tell us about the Zhonya's buy, because obviously, I think we get the idea behind it, but what goes into that decision late game? What are you telling your team when you're buying Zhonya's on Jinx?
So my GA dropped, I think, in the first team fight that I had it. So I was like, oh shit. So it was either between Maw or Hourglass, and Cryptic was like, you should get Stopwatch. And I was like, okay, him saying Stopwatch, I'm definitely getting Hourglass. Plus I had so much gold from just being 6 items for so long. So I was like, yeah, it's Hourglass. And then it came up huge. They like jumped on me, and I just Hourglassed, and they wasted so much on me. I think I Hourglassed right when the Vi ulted me, and then the Yone missed his ult while I was stasis.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And I think you got excited during being in
Mm-hmm.
the Zhonya's and then came out of it and just absolutely like ran over the fight.
Yeah, I'd seen it in pro play, because you still get the stat stick from it, even if you don't get the AP, you'll get the armor. So I was like, yeah, it's definitely an Hourglass angle.
Love to see it. Anything else you got, LeChance?
No, man, I'm just, my veins, all the blood in my body has boiled away after that fight. I mean, after that whole game, just absolutely wild. Dude, well, how do you say your summoner name? How do you pronounce it?
KG.
KG.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Good luck in the rest of your season. Listen, the shakeups you guys made, they're working. Stick with it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Just a wild game. What a great game to end on. My God. Yeah,
Whew.
very impressive.
That was one.
Yeah, that was something. That was something right there.
I forgot my legs were tired, and now when you're like the adrenaline comes out of your body and you go back
Yes.
to normal. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
Dude, that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. All right, we're gonna raid someone once again. Vega, been an absolute pleasure to cast with you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. A ton of fun. And the games have gotten increasingly better as we've casted, so can't wait to see what the next one is.
100%. At this rate, I mean, we'll both die of heart attacks on the final game we cast for this season. Which, hey, I'm sure that'd be a great stream.
Yeah.
All right. My name's LeChance. I've been joined by Vega. We are going to raid ya oh wait, I gotta give the schmeckles out. Sorry.
Oh yeah, don't forget the schmeckles.
I would never, except on occasion, forget the schmeckles. Silent Assassins. There you go.
Oh, before we go, did you get all your draft predictions right?
Oh, dude, of course. As I
I knew
said,
you would.
check out upcoming events, guys. I scripted this whole thing, tip to tail. Really put on a show for you guys. Really.
It was good.
I had some people message me. They're like, so, tell me one so you can prove it. I was like, no, you got to watch the stream. You got to see how it plays out. And I hope it was worth it.
Oh, real fast, LeChance. Are you,
Yes.
by any chance, are you going to LCS finals in Raleigh?
I'm not. There are people from the LBLCS going, though. Check out the Discord. There are.
I will. I will be there if anybody wants to say hi.
Oh, dude, there are people there. They've been talking about it in the Discord.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Once again, Discord link down below. Follow us if you want, but do other things if you want to do them as well, because boundaries are important, and I'm proud of you. All right. We're going to raid Titan Esports, because they're also a league. Beautiful. Starting that raid. All right. Have a good night, folks. Peace out.